listening to the decision reel.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. I'm your host, Steve. With me this week are who?
Us.
Yo, Tara and Wally.
Me
guy.
You.
All of us. No, we're missing somebody. Josh isn't here this week, but it's fine.
Joshua.
It's fine. We'll roll on. He wasn't here last week. We had a special guest, Greg from Hydra Effects. If you haven't watched or listened to that episode, go ahead and do that. It was a good one. Long one, but that's normally how it goes when we get the talkers involved.
The gingers.
The ginger talkers.
I feel like if you broke it down, the percentages were balanced.
I mean,
Of
let's be real.
talking
Yeah, last
or
week.
of redheads? 'Cause
Last week.
It was not balanced.
Both. Both.
Oh, 50?
The answer is
50?
both.
Yeah, she's right. With redheads.
I'm a blonde.
We had 50% redheads.
brunette.
I'm talking about
Are
last
you?
week.
No,
we
I'm
had
not.
50,
I was going to say.
but we had 50% redheads last week is what I'm saying.
It
So
wasn't
technically
balanced.
that was balanced.
No,
50-50.
Does the carpet match
no.
the pews?
What do you mean, no?
Sorry.
No. We're not matched. But there was more redheads than whoever else was left.
What are you talking about?
Steve and I.
I don't have hair,
blonde. He has
so-
brown.
I have
So?
Black.
I have clear.
And then yours is really, really dark.
The
brown.
argument
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
redheads versus non-redheads, not
Yes, you guys
redheads and then brunettes.
you
and
were
then
not the
blondes.
minority.
No, we were 50-50.
I am a minority.
Redhead versus non.
Anyway, speaking of minorities, the green people, and when I say that, I mean the movie we're here to review, The Mask with Jim Carrey. Can I just say off the bat, obviously I picked this movie, but like, goddamn, this movie still rocks.
This is a top contender for most quotable movie that I forgot about.
Okay.
I completely forgot this had as many quotes
Oh, dude.
as it does.
Are
It's
you gonna
so
come
good.
now that you've seen it? You're gonna come back around and be quoting it
I might.
a lot more.
I might.
You think?
Can't blame you there.
It was the one-armed man. I might.
It was me. It was the one-armed man.
But you told me to freeze.
That one-armed man thing is in my head all the time, and I haven't even seen this movie in over a decade easily.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. See,
And so I don't know why that keeps, unless maybe it was an audio in the background of like people making
maybe yeah,
videos.
yeah.
But that pops in my head, and I didn't even realize what movie it was from. I feel like
I feel like we talked about this.
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah,
Like
a
I
couple
said
weeks
it, and
ago.
I was like, "What is that from?" And you were like,
It was The Mask.
"The Mask."
'Cause I watch The Mask yearly. Pretty much, I watch every Jim Carrey movie.
Annually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just that's life.
That's
Steve.
live.
Sorry, but
Well,
you're gonna live here. You're gonna be watching a lot of Jim Carrey
I
movies.
don't mind Jim Carrey.
You know,
mm.
it's pretty good. But the plot of The Mask: bank clerk Stanley Ipkiss is transformed into maniac superhero when he wears a mysterious mask.
Straight to the point.
I mean, if you're gonna have a pretty simple one sentence plot point for this, that's it.
That's it.
It's hard. You guys put on masks that you just don't trust
Oh yeah, all the time.
frequently.
I'm wearing one right now.
What you don't know, this is not my real face. This looks very untrustworthy of a mask. It looks like it could be very bad.
You mean like
Well, it's wooden.
what?
Yeah.
Are you saying so?
yeah,
like
yeah,
in the-
exactly. A
Like it
wooden
looks
fucking
ominous.
mask.
You're saying it looks like ominous. Like
Well,
it
or
could-
it could be
like
that
it
or
could-
dirty.
Like it could be cursed.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
pulls it out of the river.
Yeah, you're not going
Yeah.
into a Halloween store and putting on a foreign mask, like a
Not a
full-on
wooden
rubber one. Oh yeah, well, anywhere.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I had like a phobia of like not silicone masks or whatever, like the ones that, but like the really hard rubber ones that everybody had
Oh, yeah,
apparently
yeah.
in the 90s. I just didn't like the smell of them, number one, and then the texture of it. And I remember my dad like one year was like, just fucking put the mask on. I was like, I don't want any part of this. It's not me.
That's
And-
how my kid was with socks.
Okay.
Hated fucking the feeling of socks on his feet.
Mm.
What a-
Overstimulated.
What a free man.
I know, just
Yeah.
barefoot everywhere, dude.
Just loving life.
I mean, I actually would rather just be barefoot, honestly, all the time. Like, I don't really like shoes. I feel like I don't
I'll
need
be
them.
one with the earth.
I like to feel
ground.
Fuck
the
shoes.
ground. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know anything about me, fuck shoes.
Yeah.
Fuck shoes.
I got the coolest socks on right now too. I got Ninja Turtle and
Ooh.
One Piece.
Ooh, look
Two
at you
unmatching dress socks.
living the life. I like it. Where to watch The Mask? Currently, nowhere for free. You have to rent this or buy it Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango at Home. All the regular places because, yeah.
This is one of the few movies I didn't watch because I've seen it so many fucking times.
Yeah, this is one of those. I'm
didn't
kind of
have to
up there
watch this.
too. Like I didn't have to watch it just because every year pretty much since it came out, I'm watching this motherfucker. So
Yep.
I'm in it. Like growing up, my parents.
Terry, you watch it? You watch this one?
I had,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
It's
it's
been a decade.
been, a long time.
And what's your quick thoughts on it? Does it hold up the same? Does it feel the same? Are you still enthralled by Jim Carrey's comedic performance?
I mean, yeah. So, well, because, okay. The last time I can recall watching it, I know I was younger.
Sure.
And so I feel like the feeling of watching it is different because I do feel like things were more, I don't want to say believable because believable's not, but like some of the plot was more believable. I feel like when I was younger, like even these bad guys, and I feel like I was scared of them more.
Well,
Like I felt like they were a
Dude,
little
the
more.
mask is creepy.
Like I feel
Dorian.
The bad guy, Dorian, yeah.
like I feel
Spitting
like
the
I
bolts.
was more like I don't like more on edge and more into it when I was younger, and I feel like now it was just kind of more.
Well, I mean, to
Like,
me,
it's
the movie is just a comedian, or sorry,
I
like
know.
it's a cartoon. Like
I know.
it's literally a cartoon. The way that the bad guys are set up, the way the plot goes, like that's the whole point of it. So as a kid, yeah, you're gonna see it.
But I also feel like as a kid, it was just kind of like I was just watching it to watch it. You know what I mean? I feel like as an adult, I'm
I get what
I'm
you're
more
saying.
critical. I think.
Well, yeah, critically, I mean, this
No,
movie's
I'm
not.
Sorry, I mean like certain things that I probably thought were a lot funnier when I was younger. I'm more going, okay, this is just like, come on,
Wish
like,
I could
let's.
lend you guys my brain.
Why is
If
that?
yeah. In the
I don't
if you're thinking critically
I don't
and you
wanna.
don't want to think critically, just
Just turn it off.
free,
off.
completely free.
Free your mind.
Yeah, free your mind.
Just turn it off, man. Because
Yeah,
that's how I can do it.
exactly.
There's certain movies though where you're like, okay, this is even past me turning my brain off though.
Oh yeah, they just suck. There's movies
Yeah.
that just immediately, like 10, 15 minutes in, I'm like, nah.
I'm out.
Yeah, even my
Yeah.
my brain isn't about this.
Which is fine. But this movie, come on.
Oh, you
It
know what you're
keeps you
getting
in
into.
it. Oh, yeah. I mean, Jim Carrey as a cartoon character, being a cartoon character,
100%.
it's great. I don't think there's anything else to say.
Just a dude and his dog,
He's good.
It's good.
and a good looking.
Okay,
What's her face?
let's talk about
She
this.
looks great in this.
Cameron Diaz is the best she's ever looked in this movie.
Yeah, is this her?
Well, she's the
first or
youngest she'd
second
ever been in
movie?
her
Is
career.
It has nothing to do with her being young. I think it has her.
looking
I-
healthy.
Thank you. That's the word I was going to go with. She had some meat on her bones, and let's be real.
I
In the
agree.
'90s, afterwards, this was this. Hold on, we got to be size 0, right? This movie, she had some meat, and she looked good.
She looked fantastic.
She was still
Fantastic.
She was still hella skinny.
I mean, obviously, sure.
It's not like she was
but
big or anything.
not as skinny as she then got after this movie.
and like fitness and stuff.
Correct.
Because she was one of those.
Steve,
She got
Are
like
you into fitness?
fit.
Stop.
Like she was like
Anyways.
all muscle at one
Oh
point.
yeah, yeah,
like-
yeah. Charlie's Angel. I mean, you know, whatever. Oh no,
Oh,
it's just coming. Yeah, it's
let it play.
ISIS deadbeat. Honestly, he was just more comical as a bad guy than anything. I feel like watching it this time. Like I feel like when I was younger, I was like, "Damn, he tough," and now I'm like, "You're so dumb."
Oh, Jim Carrey.
To be fair, though, I mean, like I said, every character in this is like a cartoon character, and it kind of
100%.
That's
Like
the point.
you're not.
Remember the
you're,
TV show?
Oh, yeah,
the cartoon?
Well, it was so it was a comic first, then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
became a.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just asking. You remember
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cartoon?
Because like you can't tell like his right hand man, whatever, when he's holding him and he's dying and he starts crying. No, that's not happening.
Well, let's
It's
look
like
at
one
this
of my favorite
crazy.
parts.
Let's look at this scene real quick. He's got that turned sideways.
That's a kill
That's a
shot.
kill shot,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
He's not
Gangster.
even looking down the barrel. He's just
Looking
pointing
at him,
and
he's looking just
shooting.
over there.
Right. And he hits him. Let's be real. Well, who knows when he goes he goes behind the bar and they light it up. Sure. You got me, partner. It's so fucking funny. Jesus Christ. This is written by Mike Werb.
Oh.
That's
Weird last name. Where does that originate from?
WERB.
A children's book.
Probably. It's just
Dr.
fucking
Seuss.
Dr. Seuss character.
This is directed by Chuck Russell. Another Chuck Russell.
That's a man's name.
That's a man's name.
That's a full-on man's name.
Here's the weird thing. Let me go down some of the other movies that he has directed.
Who, Chuck?
Good old Chuck, yes.
Okay.
He's directed A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors,
Weird.
The Blob, Eraser,
Also weird. Eraser's one of my favorite action movies by him.
and The Scorpion King.
Scorpion King. That is an oddball set of fucking movies.
Like all over the place.
I don't even know what a racer is.
It's got one of the
Arnold,
coolest
so you're never
guns
gonna watch
Oh,
it.
in it.
okay.
It's an infrared. It looks through houses and shit.
Basically, he's erasing people.
Yeah.
By killing them.
Yep. It's good. It's
But
really
it's
good.
not like a literal type, oh, he's erasing them. It's like a CIA thriller.
Yes.
I
kind
think
of
it would have
whatever
been
thing.
funnier if he
Well, it's not supposed to be a funny
was
movie.
erasing.
Yeah, it's
no,
not-
I'm, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
It's like a lesser True Lies kind of thing. The way it feels.
It's like a
the
more
way it feels.
serious True Lies, but Arnold.
Not as good. I'm saying it's good, but it's
Oh
not.
yeah,
as good.
it's not nothing.
You can't beat fucking True Lies.
Tara, I know you're not an Arnold person, but have you seen True
Have you
Lies?
flown a Harrier?
Have you flown on the back of a Harrier jet?
D.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jamie Lee Curtis famously strips in the movie.
It's
So
amazing
I was
how
gonna say if that's not coming to mind, then yeah,
I
you
don't.
haven't seen
Yeah, I
it.
don't think so.
never ever
Unless I did like long
attracted to
time
her.
ago, and I just don't.
until
Until
right?
that scene.
even afterwards, right?
Well,
You go
here's
back
the
and
other
it's
thing
like,
too. In that movie, it's made so clear that
Improvised that, didn't
well, no,
she?
no, I'm saying like she's not an attractive woman, and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the marriage is like failing. But in reality, I don't want to spoil it now because True Lies might be my next pick if Tara has never seen it. And
Bombshell.
trust me when I tell you, you're gonna be like, okay, Steve, you're right.
Bombshell.
It's not an Arnold movie. It's not like the over. Okay, it is over the top action, but on purpose because it's made to be that way. Think
So
of
does
like
it make you uncomfortable because of it?
yeah, think of like any good spy thriller movie with comedy in it that's come out since '95.
Mhm.
They've literally copied True Lies. James Cameron wrote, directed.
Are you pulling it up?
I mean, behind D. Sorry. what do you got? You got the fucking. There you go. There's no way you've never seen that, the stripping scene. That's not bringing up anything for you. Might be doing something for you. Because I mean,
What'd she just pick up?
it was a key. Again, in the. Okay, that was insane.
She's funny.
Good for her.
Did you see on Jimmy Fallon or whatever that was where she recreated the Saturday? What was that with John Travolta that she when she was doing the jazzercise?
Saturday Night Fever?
Was
No,
it Saturday-
no.
It was,
no,
but
no.
it was one, from that time frame,
Dude.
from that time period where she's teaching the jazzercise class and just keeps showing them back and forth doing the
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
thrusting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Her and Jimmy Fallon recreated it like last month, and she got in the unitard and everything.
Good for her.
I mean, she looks great, honestly.
And she's what?
But
Activia.
she's
She
Activia
watches
is-
my
was-
favorite anime,
Yes, she does.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's in her she's 70s or
She's got to be up there.
or
At
like
least
late
60,
60s.
Let's
I
say
don't know what it is, but she can
65
move.
to 72. That's where
look.
she's at. And, good for her. This is rated PG-13.
She's 66.
66. Wow.
Oh,
Good
she's
for
younger
her.
than I
Good
thought she
for her. A little younger, yeah. But you know what? Still holding strong. Keeping up. Like I said, Activia, man. It's keeping you going. Anyways, rated PG-13 for some stylized violence.
Those probiotics, man.
I had one every-
Stylized. Yeah.
does
I
that
get
mean?
it. I get it 100% stylized
Sty-
violence.
Well, so like the-
Stylized.
Comic book
violent-
violence.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's not in a specific like, oh, this guy's getting murdered and you're seeing him get blown away. It's stylized, so it's like funny, cartoony, in a way that they're making it violence.
Yeah, no blood.
Okay.
He bled apple juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, whatever type of juice there. Absolutely hilarious. Sorry, just keep thinking of the movie. Starring Jim Carrey as Stanley Ipkiss, Cameron Diaz as Tina, Peter Regert, Riegert,
Definitely German.
Regert. Let's not.
Slow it down. Slow it
As
down.
Lieutenant Mitch
Just wave,
Kellaway.
but start at your chest first.
Is that how? Yeah, sure. From
No, that definitely was not what he did.
Oh my god! And he posted a video today of Arnold sort of kind of doing the same thing, but he's literally showing people how to pose. So he's like doing one of these things, like imposing.
Oh yeah. We just got
Oh,
Steve.
because you have to
We
do
got
the
him.
like.
We got Steve
Right.
doing it.
I didn't do it. I did the pose.
No, people can
Let it go. We got
screenshot
him.
it.
We
That's
got
what
him.
happens.
You're
They
right. You got
screenshot it and start.
You're right. You're right. You got me. You got me. Anyways, he's trying to make that as see Arnold did it, and he's from Austria. And it's like,
Look,
you're a fucking idiot.
I would have even taken that it was an accident, even though it was blatantly, if it was just one time. The fact that it hit it twice, back to back,
That was the exclamation
and I
point.
was like, oh man, we can't argue autism now. That's out the door.
Yeah, autism. You don't do it twice.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one,
Yeah.
not two.
No. That was bad.
We also got Peter Green is Dorian Tyrell. I want to talk about this for a second. In your life, have you ever come across
the
a Dorian?
whitest-
No, a Dorian.
No, I haven't.
No, but that name's been used in multiple like books and movies. And
I was about to
stuff,
say
Sure.
that's the whitest
not a
and
real-
blackest name I've heard
but
together.
not a real person.
Yo, what's up, Dorian?
Wasn't-
Draymond Green.
What the fuck? Dorian.
Was that a Dave
Green?
Chappelle joke? It's the
It's-
blackest name ever.
Yeah, right.
Draymond Green.
What was
Leonard
that?
Washington.
Wasn't there? Is Dorian Gray something? Is that a movie? Is that
Oh,
a
you're
book?
thinking of fucking 50 Shades of Black, and it's not Dorian.
No.
It's something close to that.
No, Dorian.
is that a
Dorian.
a
Dorian
porn
Gray.
version?
Dorian
No,
Shades of Grey.
it's a movie.
You see 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, but you said 50 Shades of Black.
Oh, I did?
And I thought
That's-
that was like a porn parody.
No. It's. But I do think there is. I do think there is one of those.
Damon
that's-
Wayans did 50 Shades of Black, actually.
Yeah, I
which
thought-
is
Would
a...
50 Shades of Black still be 50 Shades of Gray?
See, we're talking about the important things here.
See, this is.
Shades.
It's
You're
a
correct.
horror
It's a shade.
fantasy.
50 Shades of Black?
No, Dorian Gray.
Oh, what?
It's a movie.
Oh, it's a
Dorian
movie.
Gray.
Look it up,
Dark
Molly.
and
Dorian Gray.
suspenseful.
What am I looking at?
Dorian Gray.
Adapted from the picture of Dorian. Oscar Wilde was the story.
Sir Conan Doyle. What? Oh, that's
Official
fucking
trailer. It's a movie.
Dorian Gray. Ben Barnes.
I've done
Look at that fucking gear and make this 4K or whatever it's got to be. It's making me
Keep
mad.
defaulting back.
Yeah.
Taken under the wing of an older.
720p that shit. Wow, that's 720p, all right. We got the clearest. When I get in office,
These
we're gonna
loads
have
quickly.
the best 720p.
Colin Firth is in it.
Colin Firth? No way.
His face. Unforgettable.
Hey, I got a petition. Instead of the movie guy,
His
it
desires.
should just be
unthinkable.
it should just be Trump doing it now from now on.
Go ahead, do it.
Can we stop?
Because it's funny though.
Go ahead.
I don't see anything else coming up.
You're perfect.
You're perfect. His curse unimaginable.
All right, anyways.
It would be funny. Come on, it would be funny. As much as I dislike the man, it would be funny. We also got Garrett T. Sato is Jeep Swenson. Wait, sorry, I said it wrong.
Jeep?
Hold on, I said it wrong. Garrett T. Sato and Jeep Swenson also portrayed Tyrell when he was in The Mask. So when he was like beefed up
Oh, okay.
with the demon mask guy.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Buff mask.
Buff mask.
Buff
Ooh.
bad guy mask.
Let's make another one.
Excuse me.
Amy Yazbek is Peggy, the reporter lady.
Dude, you're on with these names.
These are
in
names.
this
These are
one.
out there, man.
Holy shit.
I'm trying, but they hard. Richard Jenny is Charles Charlie Shoemaker. Jim Dunna is Detective Doyle.
Detective Doyle.
I remember seeing that guy, the actor who plays Doyle, in a bunch of stuff, and then just disappeared.
Doyle, the name, is always like a sidekick.
You're right.
In
Doyle!
everything.
Yeah.
In
'Cause it's
everything.
like-
Anything and everything.
It's not serious.
No.
What are you doing, Doyle? Get out of here.
Yeah.
You don't want none of this shit, Doyle. Runtime 101 minutes. This is kind of long for a comedy movie, but I feel like there has to be that beginning to like explain what's going on. Because think about it, right? Like,
Yeah, why is all this stuff ironic and funny?
and
It's
you
like
also
every
need
other
to
comedy.
know who Stanley Ipkiss is to understand how he's going to transform or be the mask or whatever. And it's funny.
Dude, I'd love to have that fucking mask. You know how much fun it would be?
So, okay, here's the question.
Or not.
What do you turn into, right? Because, okay, he loves cartoons. He's over the top. He's funny. He turns into that.
I'd be like a big cartoon version of the brawny guy, You know, the paper towel dude.
Okay.
with
That makes
with
sense.
the axe. Yeah.
You know what's kind of
I
weird?
feel like mine would change day to day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, touche.
Sure, I can see that.
So there's a sequel to this. We're not really going to talk about. Hold on, the eyes there were great because you're like. We don't really talk about. We're not going to talk about the sequel. Because the sequel to this movie's fucking trash.
Oh, the dog.
Sure, but is
I
there
thought you
not
like what's his face? What,
That's all I
Jimmy
can-
Kennedy?
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah.
Kennedy, yep. Is
That's
there-
all I could remember about it was the dog.
Sure. Is there not a point in these movies where a woman puts on the mask?
I don't even remember the second one.
You don't need to because it's terrible. No, a woman does not put on the mask. Why? What is this?
Because if she did,
You know why? Because we're just who we are on the outside.
Okay.
We're not hiding shit.
big
Okay.
old cartoon
Okay.
boobies
Yeah,
and cartoon ass.
Well, it
is
depends on-
exactly
it
what
depends on
happened, and
which
then
woman puts it on.
appropriating. What?
Depends on which woman puts on the mask.
Sure. I guess maybe old Bertha Granny probably wouldn't be. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, I was just saying, like, it would be kind of cool.
This is
to
why I don't
see-
write the movies. I would be getting-
Yeah, you're right. This is why I don't get paid the big bucks
yeah,
to write
they'd
the
be
pen to the paper.
pitchforking and
It might be. Anyways, no. Again, going back to the long runtime here of trying to have the story. There's a lot of beats in this movie, right? Like, think about it. It's him getting the mask, finding the mask, then getting one up on all the people that were kind of screwing him over, like the fucking guys in the garage or whatever. He's like,
yeah.
"Come on, boys, prepare for an overhaul," and he's got the two
muffler.
pipes. Yeah. And they're
He gets that
shoves
gets
them up
cranked.
their ass.
Yep. They get cranked.
They get cranked.
That's where a muffler goes.
Here's the thing. This movie is PG-13, right? Who is this movie really for when you think about it?
When it came out, it was definitely adult humor.
Most of the jokes in this,
pre like obscene humor.
yeah, most of the jokes in this are kind of over the top with regards to me as a
Yeah.
what would I have been in '94? Six
ish.
I don't think I'm understanding him pulling out the balloon, going, "Oops, wrong pocket," and it's a used condom.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you make a kids movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the parents still want to go check it
Correct.
out.
There's stuff
Well,
for
that's.
them, and there's.
I mean, even
Proper
on that, a lot of I feel like the newer
because humans are selfish.
Disney like animated movies, they do have jokes in there. Like they know adults have to go see these movies, so they're making them
Did you guys ever try
so
to
that
find
adults
all
can
the...
enjoy them as well.
the dicks on the cover of
God
Little
damn it!
Mermaid.
How'd you finish my sentences? Did you ever go hunting for the dicks on the Little Mermaid case?
I did.
I guess that's to Tara because clearly Steve has.
Look at that big veiny bastard.
No.
What?
I mean, I knew
Triumphant.
I knew about this, but no, I did not.
Yeah, no.
They're there.
They're there.
There are
Yeah,
100, and it's almost blatant.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty obvious that someone drew a penis on purpose.
So when we went to Disney in October, or would we go September? Whatever, doesn't matter. Last year, we went on a Little Mermaid ride, and I was like, I bet you there's got to be a hidden dick in this ride. There has to be. And I was
Richard?
looking, and I was like on the hunt, and like Tiffany's beside me, and she's like taking it in, and I'm looking around.
That's a lot of weird things to
Shut
say
up.
next to each other.
I'm looking around, like darting everywhere. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm looking for dicks." I'm on the hunt.
I hope you
Elmer
said
Fudd
that.
over
I
here.
hope you said that really quietly on the children's
I
ride
did not.
that you were on.
Well,
I'm here looking for dicks and cocks.
Well, so the funny part was we rounded a corner like maybe a minute after I said that, and we like kind of stopped. And I was like, "Oh no, they know that I'm looking for dicks."
Damn, 500 yards of a Disney resort. I'm not allowed anywhere near them.
We know he's in cart 4. Get him the fuck out of here.
All because Steve said dicks on the Little Mermaid ride.
Because I'm looking for dicks.
Sir, you
I
can't
think if
be
you just
around
say
Chuck
it,
E.
you're
Cheese,
probably-
Disneyland.
Well, the funny thing too was so that not to divulge here, but we're gonna get off here. So on that trip, we went on. So we went to all the Disney parks besides Animal Kingdom because Animal Kingdom's trash.
Which is such a shame because
Mount Everest is super good.
Okay, that ride and the one Avatar ride, great. Beyond that,
But the rest of the park,
Trash.
because like it's
Boring.
Animal Kingdom, like you want to see
I want to see more than one
animals
giraffe.
and shit, and they look sad too. Even the animals you do see, they look like they're bored and
Would- I
like
mean, they would be
sad.
Yeah. So, anyways, my thing is, we went on. You know how many rides doesn't matter. We got on probably 5 rides that broke down with us on it, and it was like, is
Oh,
it,
yeah, I remember
even
you
better,
saying
is it
dog.
us?
Is it? I remember you telling me that.
Are we doing this? Like, and it was funny because it was like every day it was a ride broke down while we were on it. Not that like, okay,
You were
we're
in line
waiting
for
or
or-
whatever.
Dude, I'm convinced that these parks open 10, 11 o'clock, right? This dude gets here.
They open earlier than
yeah,
that.
same.
Yeah.
8:30.
Yeah.
Right. This 8:30 a.m. This dude goes walking around to do his point inspection, and he doesn't touch a fucking thing. They don't touch anything. They don't tug on seatbelts.
No.
This guy looks around. He's like, a bolt might be a little loose. We'll check it again later. Forgets about it. And then Wally almost falls out of the Alpengeist.
What a great story. It was funny because I went back to Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
And we're in line, and I went, I got a great story for you guys.
Yeah.
As we're about to get on,
That's a
no, it wasn't
terrible
Alpengeist.
story, I feel
it
like,
was
to tell.
it was the Griffin.
Yeah, the Griffin.
The Griffin.
Yeah.
And
I
I
should-
remember
I should have known better, right? Because
Why-
before we got on,
I know you've said this on here before, but why would you tell people that story as you're getting on the ride?
because I want them to have the
Yeah,
I would have
fear.
gotten immediately out of line.
my
100%.
seat was the only one that had a different seatbelt, and I probably should have known that something
Well, so
was
okay,
up.
this is why I wanted to say this. So I'm telling the people in line about it, and there's people behind me hearing it, and they're like younger kids, and they're like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Yeah, my friend got on it, and he
You should
almost
have told him I
died."
died. You should
I
have told him
should have
I
told him,
fucking
yeah.
went down.
And I'm
They're
riding
"You're
it.
back.
That's how
I
Steve-
celebrated annually.
and this, and
I'm
then
riding it post-human.
then it turns into the story. This is how Steve got kicked out of Busch Gardens.
I don't
I mean,
think,
Steve got
I don't
banned
think
from
they
Busch
kick you out
Gardens.
for that, would they? You
If
think
I'm,
they
if
kick you
I'm,
if you're like,
no,
Is that
no.
not the same as
there's
saying
no
bomb
way.
on an airplane? I feel like it's
no,
close.
you just said if someone died, they died.
Bum,
Someone
bum,
died
bum,
on
bum.
this
My
ride.
friend took his last breath on the Griffin.
One last breath. Just.
I just remember going, "Love you guys." Right before you let
Well,
go.
the best part was you were like 3 down from me, and I remember you go. I remember in my periph seeing this, right? Like the
So
things over
fuck,
top of you
so
moving,
fuck.
and I just remember going,
I'm
Oh,
in the
shit.
I'm in the front.
Yeah.
I'm in the very front of this fucking thing, and we're facing down.
and the Griffin
Stories.
stops before it goes on the inverted drop. It's not a straight drop;
Yeah.
it inverts, right?
Yeah.
So as it stopped, it sits there, and it's different every time. I clocked it
God.
when I was watching in line. Every time, it's a different weight up there. So it could be 5 seconds, it could be a second, it could be 10 seconds, right? So it goes, and then
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
So Wally, you're in there. We stop. All of a sudden, I see him doing this. And again, you're not stopping before the
Yeah, I
drop.
remember my stomach feeling like I was feeling like shit. I was like, "All right, I accepted that this could be bad."
Here we go. No.
Yep.
So the thing is, it stops on the invert, right? Or invert?
Yeah, you're
Sure.
invert. What is this?
You're-
Top
you're-
Gun?
you-
I'm
it's
inverted.
it's Top Gun. But so it's before this. The apex of it is basically what it is. So
Sure.
it goes to right before it's about to go down, and it stops. So you're literally hanging from your whatever.
Yeah. And the mechanical portion of the seat was not engaged. It was just a seat belt.
Right. So thank God for
That
seatbelts.
little fucking old school seat belt.
Yep.
That used to like be your belt buckle
That looked like it had
from
the
like an '80s
GM.
or '70s car. Yeah.
It's from a fucking GM 1987 fucking.
What a way to go
Chevette.
though. I look back at that. If I would have went out that way, I'd been like, okay.
Oh yeah, dude. I would
Yeah,
have.
if you
I would have
check
told your
out-
story every day.
Yeah. That's a classy way to check out.
So would you have rather? So G's would have kept you in the seat until a certain point, right? So would you have rather
Unless
fallen
we just
down?
hit that and I just fell right out immediately.
That's what I'm
without
saying.
warning. Like,
So
"Ah!"
as it comes down and then you hit the whoop, would you rather have fallen out there, or would you rather got ejected on the way up and flew farther in the
I
air?
really like to think that if it push came to shove, I would have jumped on all your guys' laps and hung on
That would
with,
be dope.
with my feet.
I got it, boys. We're going. And then, do you think the engineers are like, yeah, just let it go.
They're
It'll
just
come
watching some gigantic man on the front.
Superman in it.
Like,
It'll come back to the fucking station. He'll be fine.
What is that Yeti doing up there?
creepy.
Yeah! Just fucking- Anyways, what was my point? Oh, that everything. Oh, I'm in line telling these people this, right? So then we get on in the seat, and we're on the single riders because it didn't matter. We just wanted
Sure.
to be on the line was whatever long, and we were at the Halloween whatever thing.
Yeah.
And so they're like, "Oh, we got 2." So me and my friend went, and they're like, "You got to go wherever you can fit." So we get in, and I sit down, and I put this thing down, Wally, and I look down at the belt.
Did you do the ticket?
No.
Fucking check.
It was the only belt that was different in the line
Oh
of all the
no.
belts. And
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, is this the Wally seat? So then I'm doing this. And I'm like, okay, well, I think we're good, but it's
That was
moving.
your karma for scaring all the kids in the line.
That's what I'm getting to. But so it was moving a little bit, right? And I'm like, maybe it's supposed to move this much. So I was like, let me try and push it a little in more, right? And
Oh,
I
God.
did. The problem was I pushed in too much. So
You're
then I was
You're like
locked.
trying to breathe.
Oh, I was- so then that when we
well, you
stopped
weren't
at the thing-
falling, so
Oh,
that's
dude,
good.
I did
Mine-
not fall.
Mine literally went think. That full motion.
Mhm.
Think. Think.
Nope, nope, nope,
Amazing.
nope, nope.
That's the best feeling in the world. Just, oh, we're going to die.
I made it. I have a bunch of stories like that. We'll do them intermittently, like
We'll-
near deaths.
We'll just sprinkle them in here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I like it. All right. We got release date on The Mask, July 29th, 1994. This is prime time
Heyday.
box office fucking
94?
94.
Oh, so it just hit.
Shit.
It just hit a.
Was this Toy Story? The same year as Toy Story?
Toy Story was 95.
It would have hit a big anniversary last
19?
year.
It would have, and nobody cared. If you noticed, it was not a big deal until this week or last week when Cameron Diaz was like, "I'll do The
For
Mask."
30
too."
years.
Yeah, we're getting old, Tara.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they asked. Yeah, because they. Oh yeah, because I said that last week that they had just asked her about it.
80s babies.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey said he would do it. He was like, "Oh, we're private," and she was like, "I'll do it. Hell yeah!" I grew my career off of that. Off of
Right,
that
exactly.
movie.
I got no problem
She was like, "Hell yeah, I'll do
sending
it."
it. So I want to say something before we get to this top 10. I know I've said this before.
That's one of the best top 10.
This is a pretty good top 10.
Yeah, it was the era.
It's the era.
a
And I do
lie.
want to say something. The 93, 94,
late, but-
95, maybe 96. Let's go this. 96 and 93, I think, is like the best movie blockbusters we
Cinematography.
got.
Like the mid 90s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you ready? Starting off a little. Yeah. Number 10, Black Beauty.
Okay, first of all, don't Black
I wasn't
Beauty,
I was
because
just saying it's not a huge box
because-
office, you know.
what I don't like is that movie has been remade. Like it's been done multiple times,
has
and
been.
I can't find the one. You know, like
I got you.
the one. Yeah, you
I
need to
got
find it for me because I've tried, and the ones that I've come across, it's like the wrong year, so I can tell right away. But also I can tell by like the movie cover
Yeah, well,
and stuff like
I
that.
know
I'm
what
like,
the movie
nope.
cover looks like.
I'm like,
yeah.
that's not. Ah!
Yep, that one right there.
Yep.
That one, Black Beauty. The fate. Sorry,
It's
The
good.
fates of
It's
the
good,
horses,
but it's
the
also so
people.
sad. But it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Proudly presents.
Also, wasn't the '90s just full of animal movies?
yeah.
What happened to
A
that,
beautiful
man?
time.
Maybe they weren't good to the animals.
You know what I
and
realized?
laws cracked down.
Maybe.
Minus the cat. My 3 dogs were standing next to each other the other day. Homeward Bound.
Well, Homeward Bound is great.
Oh, we can't.
Big,
no,
medium,
We're not going to
small.
talk about
No,
that.
no.
I've said this on this podcast before. The only movie that makes me cry every time I see it is the ending of Homeward,
Homeward
Bound
Bound.
2, when
Oh, because
The
it's
kid-
the
oh,
car
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
the truck, the semi. Talking about the semi. Homeward
Maybe-
Bound 2
maybe
is the
it's the fir-
semi.
You're
Okay,
talking
maybe
about
it's
the
first
end,
one.
right?
Yeah,
the
the end
second
where-
one
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
with
I was about to
Chance.
say
The
it has to
first
be the
one is
end.
with Shadow.
Okay, so it's the first one then, where they both come back, and then he's like, "We're Shadow,"
Shadow.
and
yeah.
then you hear him with the old
He's
fucking
just
voice
chugging
coming.
along.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's fucking.
because the kid goes, he's just too old. He was too old, and
Right.
you're like, oh God, he's just accepting it too. He's
And-
just like, oh.
And the thing is, like, that gets you, but then his voice when he's like, "I'm coming," you're like,
because he's got that old shaky Peter.
yeah, exactly.
Stop!
Yeah.
Shadow! Shut the fuck up!
Right. Oh man.
Just
it's-
run, damn it! But
He's
the
come-
second one, no, the second one is they're in a car, Why would you do this? Have you lost your mind?
We're
Turn
gonna
it
die.
off.
Do it.
Turn it off.
Do it.
Turn it off.
I gotta know. Shadow.
First of all, it's way too early. This is all of the year, but we're just watch
It's
all
a
three of
dog.
them.
Okay, guys, turkey's on the table.
What I love about the second one
is
is how many
This is in
dogs. though.
120p.
I love how many dogs are in the second one, though. I loved that, like
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
so because it's all the stray dogs.
There is. Yeah.
Oh
It was-
no, honey.
I go back to this, and I said it already. What happened to good
I
animal
know
movies?
that brown shepherd mixed dog that's in the second one that like Chance has like a crush on or whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Beautiful dog. That dog is beautiful. Or maybe it wasn't
Look
the
at Chance.
maybe it wasn't the one he had the crush on, but it was the other female dog that was in the pack or whatever. Beautiful dog. That dog was stunning.
Also, Michael J. Fox. Just try to, you know.
I always forget that. Always forget.
All right, I don't care about the cat. Get past the cat. Make me cry, Wallace.
Hope.
Right there.
She's running,
She's
saying
too
saying the girl's name. No, because I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna get on my phone for a minute. You guys tell me what's doing.
Why you turn it down? He's coming.
Why would you want to watch this?
Because I want to feel
fucking
something.
beautiful. That's why.
Shadow!
Oh, Peter,
Oh God!
I worried about you so.
God damn. Who was the voice actor for this?
So good.
I need to
So
know.
good.
Wally,
So good.
who was the voice actor for Shadow? I need to know.
All right.
Tara's dying. That's Black Beauty. Homeward Bound. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Because that dog, I was so worried about you. Oh my God, because that's what they do. We are their world. Oh my God.
Dawn, what? A mensch? Oh, dude, he died after the movie, 93. So he did the first.
Oh my God, so that was his I thought Shadow's voice sounded different in the second one.
Way to go out, I guess, right?
Shadow's
He
voice
looks-
is definitely different.
He looks like a gangster, man. Folks,
We don't want to be a burden. We'll sleep in the car.
watch that be a fucking awesome movie. Look at that guy. Look at Eastbound and Down right there.
Break up his marriage.
You're much nicer than John's first wife.
Didn't I tell you?
What movie is
You
it?
were married
I have no
before
idea.
you didn't
'Cause it looks
tell
great.
me?
Told somebody.
Wait, I know her.
The Tom Selleck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely.
He's always loved this car.
That person's dead.
All right. What are we watching?
Go to the end. Go to the end because it says what it is. Fuck. What is this? What is this?
When we were kids.
Bam. Oh, what the fuck? Tom Selleck just got doored.
Tom Selleck. Don Amici.
Don Amici.
When you
That's what I
shake
said.
the family tree,
Oh,
all the nuts fall out.
oh my Jesus.
Folks. I hate to say it. That might be on Plex soon. Folks.
But Black Beauty is just, that's just like, that same thing. It's Betty, but that's the same thing that happens in my head when I hear it too. I almost like,
Ambulance.
oh, Black Beauty.
Ambulance.
Is it ambulance?
No.
Oh.
But I say ambulance.
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 But it's, yeah, man, wow. I used to watch because my grandma had it on VHS too. So like when
Give me
I'd
a trial
stay
play
at my
right now.
grandma's house when she'd
You
watch
just
me, I used to watch it all the
in it.
time. So good.
It's a good movie. I remember watching it. Number 9, speaking of animal movies in the 90s, Lassie.
Oh, Lassie.
Never saw it.
They used so many dogs for those movies.
It fell down into a well.
I'm pretty sure.
Timmy fell.
Timmy's in a well.
What is it, boy?
Timmy just keeps getting fucking hurt,
Was
man.
Lassie a boy? Because Lassie means
I don't
girl.
fucking know.
I don't know. I don't have no idea. Last.
I just remember the Family Guy
They do
joke
say boy
about
though.
it.
I feel like,
what
don't
a
they?
boy. He did this again. And fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Number 8. One of my favorite
It
action
says he was played
movies.
by a male dog.
Well, then it's a male. Wait, males
Wait,
taking women's
Despite,
jobs.
oh no, despite
Male
being portrayed as a
man.
female in the stories, Lassie was actually always played by a male dog.
That's what they just blur out his balls.
balls.
He's got a lot of fur down there. He's a fucking border
guy.
collie or whatever. It's
I
not a
guess
border
that's just
collie.
the
What is
one
it?
that they found. That was the.
Tara, what kind of dog?
It is a collie. It's a.
It's not a border collie.
No,
though.
it's a right. It's like a
Just a
regular,
regular.
collie.
They just collies.
A
I thought there was always something collie.
rough collie.
A rough collie. See, I was right.
Rough.
I've
That's
always
how
just
your
called
mother
those.
likes it.
I've always just called those because the Sheltie is really close, but the rough collie is like a big Sheltie.
Oh, God damn it.
I'll take the penis mighty.
The penis mightier for 800 Quebec.
Anal bum covers. Sir, that's album
that's,
cover.
That's the pen is mightier for 800. God damn, they need to keep. They got to bring back a Celebrity
Sean
Jeopardy.
Connery.
It's well, they can't now because what's his Norm Macdonald's dead, so he can't be Burt, whatever.
Whatever.
Burt
Reynolds.
Reynolds. He's like, yeah, I got a big hat. See, yeah. What does it matter, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of comedians I really like, but Norm Macdonald had
His
the
own thing.
best delivery
It's his own thing.
to where you thought about the joke and then cracked up. You know what I mean? Like he would say something, and you'd be like, "Yeah, that's funny."
It's good comedy, man.
Oh shit, that's funny. And like he was a comedian's comic where he would go in anywhere where there was a bunch of comedians and they would be dying, and he would just
Bring
go,
out the notepad.
"All right, then, later," and just leave.
It's legend. That's how legends do
yeah.
it.
I still go back and say Dirty Work is one of my favorite comedy movies. It's
I
not a
forgot
good
about that one.
movie, but it's my jam. I think he's got his finger up that dog's ass. And that's fucking Shooter McGavin, too. in that movie.
When you say that, it reminds me of Leslie Nielsen
Okay.
in Naked Gun,
Yeah, yeah.
where he's like, I just gave your dog a treat. He's like, the lady's like, that's my dog's ass, or whatever the lady says.
Yeah,
He's like, probably not going to enjoy that much.
Dude, those movies are underrated. Like, everyone's
It's
like,
so
oh, yeah,
funny.
they were good back in the day. They were great. Dude, Leslie Nielsen. And the funny thing was, he was a serious actor until Airplane. And then they were like, oh, God, here we go.
Oh, no, watch this shit. This is the best. Classic
Glenn,
scene.
what are you doing?
Your dog certainly has a surprised look on his face.
Well, that's because you're looking at his butt.
Oh. Then he's certainly not going to enjoy that treat that I just fed to him.
And the best part is his delivery is like it's serious. Everything he does is serious, but it's not.
That shit's so good.
Dude, hilarious. Anyways, number 8. Speed.
Oh, yeah. Little Keanu Sandra speed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go under 55.
Is it
miles an
55?
hour.
Yeah.
And fucking what was the bad guy?
Was it Cyrus Grissom that was the bad guy?
Cyrus Grissom.
Who was the bad guy?
No, I'm trying to remember his real name, not Dennis Quaid. Fucking.
This movie was huge, too.
Oh yeah, it was legitly like one of the biggest. movies.
Legitness.
Legit. Dennis Hopper.
that's
Goddamn
what it
Dennis Hopper. Motherfucker. Why couldn't I remember
Like
Dennis
the
Hopper?
90s bad guy.
Oh yeah. Fucking Alan Rook.
Oh,
Jeff Daniels.
I forgot I had Jeff Daniels.
You know what's wild about that is there's like a famous story of him doing that for no money, and he was like, "Oh, I was supposed to just be there for like a day, but then we like changed my role into being bigger than it was, and then they blew me up," which was great. Number 7. I want to watch this movie again. I haven't seen it in a long time. Angels in the Outfield.
Great. Great movie.
Great record.
Got your guy in it. doesn't it?
Somebody,
The
which
old
one?
man, the angel. What's his face?
1.21 gigawatts. No, somebody made a fucking GIF about it with like the refs coming in to swoop to like fix the Chiefs game, and I was like, "This is great." And then the refs fixed the Chiefs game last night.
Angels in that was that the Dodgers? Angels in the
No, it
outfield?
was the Angels.
It's the
Oh,
Angels.
duh.
Duh.
Shut the
A's.
fuck up.
I remember. I always
Aren't
thought
they just the A's? Or are they the Angels? They're the Angels?
I don't. I'm not a baseball guy, so I don't know.
Anals?
Oh,
Because who are the A's then if they're not the
it
Angels?
says Anel.
Who's an L?
The Athletics. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe yeah.
It's just a Sobe.
The Los
It's
Angeles.
just a Gatorade bottle on top of a Sobe bottle.
I want to say, hold on. I want to say something about that movie. Him having
Yeah,
a
the
holster
Athletics.
for his Sobe Life Water was kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then he had
Yeah.
the twist top, so he could like
Put
put it back down. It was good. It was good.
I always want to know if that worked.
Let's fucking.
And that was in the
3D
era of Sobe glass.
Oh, yeah.
Not Sobe plastic.
I miss. There was like those 4 like it was fire, water, wind, and something and air.
You
the drinks.
fucking airbender.
I mean,
Wind and air would be the same thing. So you can't have wind and air.
well,
Wind
there
and
was
air is
4
not the same
different
thing.
drinks that Sobe had. There was like fire, water, air, or wind.
Was
I
it
don't
not just the
remember.
4
And
elements?
maybe it
So
was
then earth?
I can't remember.
Fifth element.
Well, look it up, damn it.
What am I looking up?
Sobe, fire, wind, whatever it was, drinks.
Sobe original drinks.
Yeah, I
Ice
guess it
was
was.
probably-
Oh, maybe it was ice. Sobe original flavors. What flavor do you want? There, right there. Fucking. Of course, we can't see it because awesome.
Sobe black tea.
No,
3G.
that wasn't it. Go down. That picture right.
That's just
No,
that's
no.
green tea and dragon.
No, so there was a fire one, and there was all that. The dragon fruit was good. Raspberry, goddamn. Oh, type in. Okay.
What is that? What was it?
Green tea.
Green
energy
tea,
drink.
dragon.
that's
These
not-
look like the original ones.
No, I'm talking. There was a series of them that was. Let me.
Shut up, Leslie.
God damn it, Leslie Nielsen.
Roger. Shush.
So we fire drink. Ah, there it is. Oh, it was rain. That's what it was. So it was earth, rain,
The
sun,
dragon
and
one
fire.
was so good.
Yeah, no, earth, wind, sun, and fire. You can't
Earth,
really
rain,
see.
sun, and fire.
Is that what it said? Sure. Earth, wind. Why I want to do that? But they
We're
were
doing Captain Planet.
maybe. Ooh, they had they have velocity, volcano,
Yep,
diet air,
damn
spark,
right.
and I can't even see that because it's a different
Captain
color.
Planet.
And voltage.
he's a
Man, and I didn't realize that was Snapple.
Sobe did Snapple?
I get Snapple did Sobe, I guess.
Oh.
Where is Captain Planet?
Once
I feel like
we need him.
that's
Once you pop, the fun
That's
don't
the answer.
stop. Was that
That's
the...
Pringles.
it's Pringles.
Oh.
I say something.
Did
I
it
know.
have something? What was it? Snapple slogan. Go, you guys keep going.
Pop into your. No, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say Pringles cans. Why don't they have like a little thing that makes it go up
Guess not.
and you can.
Made from the best stuff on earth.
Do what?
So a Pringles can, right? You know
Yeah.
how you get to the bottom, you're like, motherfucker, get in this thing, or you dump it and they
have
all
to dump-
fall out. Why
yeah.
can't they have like a bottom that you just push up, and it pushes them up
like a push
like
pop.
a
like a
push
push pop. Like it's gonna be fucking easy. Come on,
What's
guys.
a push pop?
It takes the
You
fun
guys
out
seen
of
that
it.
movie?
You
Mike and
remember
Dave
this?
need wedding
Yeah,
dates.
Yeah. What's a push pop?
You know what?
What's a push pop?
I'm-
Oh no, I
I'm-
just made it up. What's a push pop?
The older you get as a mostly dudes, I guess chicks have big hands too, but Pringles cans become less and less accessible.
Mm-hmm.
I get maybe 1/3 of the way in a Pringles can, and I'm
I'm
fucking
done.
I don't
Go on.
ever,
Just drinking it.
ever buy Pringles. I don't ever buy Pringles. I've had multiple different flavors of Pringles
just
that
don't like
they're
them?
good.
Can I tell?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
tell
not.
you guys a
I'm
dark
just not
secret of
gonna
mine.
go.
Hold
I'm just
on.
not what I'm. That's not what I'm picking.
Dark secret time. Go.
This is a dark secret. This is a pure fat boy dark secret.
You stuck your dick in the Pringles.
Something. Wait, what? Anyways, that's a different story.
It didn't fit. What?
Pizza Pringles
Great.
with sour cream.
Ooh, how's that a dark secret?
It's a fat boy. That's a fat.
Oh,
boy
I get
thing.
what you mean. Okay.
Hands down. If you guys get bored,
Pizza Pringles. And
Pizza Pringles
So do you
and
do
sour
a
cream.
pizza Pringle, sour cream, and a pizza Pringle, or are you just
Like you
doing
mash
two?
them? Or do you just dip
I
them?
have a full cup of sour cream and a full thing of
You're just-
pizza
So you're
Pringles,
just
and
dipping
I
them.
dip.
Oh, sour cream dipping.
Yeah.
I
It's
thought you
so
meant.
I don't- I've never
because
had
there's
the
different
pizza
flavors
Pizza's
of.
good.
I
Out
didn't
of
know.
all of them, you might like that
I
one the
didn't
most.
know that there were pizza Pringles.
They're delicious.
They're actually really good.
I've had the sour cream
Became a
ones. I've had the
top-tier
ranch
flavor.
ones. I've had the barbecue ones.
There was this honey mustard one that came out a while ago. That's
Oh.
pretty good. And then there was a dill pickle one that was pretty good.
They did dill pickle
Honestly,
too.
Yeah.
I'll do a sour cream Pringle over top of like a Lay's sour cream.
I'm not. I'm not mad
Sour
at
cream
that.
is my sour cream.
A
onion
Pringle
Utz
sour
my,
cream is top
my,
tier.
You like a ridge, or do you like just a regular?
No, I like the ripples. I
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
ripples.
yeah,
You know, you can't even get the Utz sour cream and onion
Just normal,
ones.
just normal, dude.
You can't even get them without the ripples unless you buy the teeny bags,
I don't like
the
that.
Utz ones.
Don't.
Oh, you're
tell me
talking
what I
about
can
the
get.
Lay the.
Yeah.
Utz
Oh, okay.
specifically.
I thought you were talking about Pringles because Pringles has.
No.
different-
No.
No,
We
no,
don't
no.
want the
and shit.
waves or
No,
whatever.
no, no,
Yeah, I was
no,
like, you
we're
guys are
getting-
psychos.
Yeah.
No. But
Pringle.
in
Pringle.
the
I got another question.
Okay.
Another important one. Then back to the movie. This goes for both of you. When you guys put your shoes on in the morning.
no, it's
Do you
sock
guys-
shoe. Is this
Okay.
a
Yes, that's exactly
no,
what I was about to
it's
ask.
sock
How do you put your
shoe.
shoes on when you put your shoes on, Steve?
So you're saying if you're
Do you
barefoot,
go sock shoe?
Yes,
sock
you're
shoe,
barefoot.
or
Wake up and you
sock,
put your shoes
shoe,
on
shoe?
to leave the house.
so I do not wear socks. I can't go barefoot anywhere.
Okay, well, pretend you're putting them on for the. Okay, that's fine. Do
I
you
wake
sleep
up.
in
I put-
socks?
No, I
Okay,
don't. No.
so say you're waking up though, and you've got to put shoes on also to go outside to
I
get
get
mail
out
or
of bed,
something.
and the first thing I do is I put socks on.
Then you would have to go sock shoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like literally,
What
that's
about
the
on-
first
what about on
piece
the-
of
the
clothing
removal?
on my body.
What
is
about the
socks.
removal? Do you? I guess it doesn't apply to Steve if he just leaves his socks on. When you take off, do you go shoe socks off?
Yeah.
Or shoe socks?
No, I shoes are off first and then socks.
Yeah, me too.
Are you like going to a
I
different
feel
room
only
and then doing the
crazy
sock?
fucking people
Obviously.
say that.
No,
It
no.
depends on the rules of the
I guess.
household.
Okay. Yeah,
My
yeah, yeah,
shoes are in the same the closet that's in my bedroom. So
So hold on. You walk through your house with your shoes on. To
our
your
bedroom is next to our garage
And
entrance.
that's perfect.
So-
then. Okay,
Right next to
yeah,
the
okay.
mudroom.
Hey. Number 6. It could happen to you.
No idea.
I'm sure that it could, but
So let's think. What is this movie? Who's in it? And what's the plot synopsis?
I think it's a chick flick.
Angelina Jolie.
Catches gonorrhea.
That
It could happen to you.
Nicolas Cage.
She's got the.
Clap. Round of applause.
Oh fuck. Okay, Nicolas
that's what I
Cage.
thought. Okay,
Nicolas
it's
Cage.
a rom-com.
Bridget
Yeah,
Fonda.
chick flick. That's
Hold on.
what I said.
Let me read the.
Go ahead.
Walter.
A police officer promises to share his lottery ticket with the waitress in lieu of a tip.
An honest cop.
God, I miss.
Probably
The small- Man, what happened to Bridget Fonda?
In the
I want one of
middle
those
a very
Suzuki-
bad day.
Just don't have enough
Trucks.
Yeah,
Like the
the
old-
little things.
People turn them into rock climbers. and
Dude,
shit.
This ticket
It's so
wins.
dope.
I'll come
I
back tomorrow and split the proceeds.
hunt
If it
Facebook for
doesn't,
them
I'll
like
still
once a
come
month.
back and leave you a tip. What do you
once every
think?
other month.
I'm finding
I'm
one.
never gonna see you again.
Let's
What happened next?
together.
Joint venture.
Let's make the best rock climber you've ever seen. What?
It's so much fun. Their wildest dreams.
I kind of want
I've
side
got
by side.
something to tell you.
Shut up. What if we make the side by side out of the Suzuki?
Easy.
Easy peasy.
3-point suspension on there.
This
runners.
is a story of money.
Got $4 million in '94.
Let's see what this rating is.
Oh, dang. So
6.3.
not only did he agree to split it with the
damn,
waitress,
holy shit.
not only did he agree to split it with the waitress,
yeah.
but there were other people that won
Yeah.
also. So it was split.
That sucks. He probably got
Wow.
like $20.
It said 2 million, I think.
Well, $4 million on the check, but what would it have been split?
That 2 million for her.
oh,
That's
I'm
what I'm saying. So they still got 2 million.
I
It's
got
not like they got chump change. But
right. But then
I would
taxes.
have been more mad if I had won like
taxes.
$100,000 and I got to give fucking 50 to the
Look how
next
simple the
person.
cover of this is.
I know, right? Here's my
It's like a book.
Also, it's leading me to believe that then he ends up leaving his
Rosie.
whatever for this waitress that he split the
probably
money
does.
with.
That's fucked up.
You
Which
make
is
good
unfortunate.
choices.
Well, it's Nicolas
The
Cage.
Latin lady's
When,
probably a
from
little
what I got
feisty.
from that trailer, she's the one that always makes them buy lottery tickets.
So it's her problem. Yeah.
She's probably
So that's fucked up. They wouldn't have won had she not
Money
pushed them to
grubbing.
get.
True. Oh, I see what happens. She goes all out with the money, right?
And she's a normal person still.
yeah. So
And he
he's
wants
like,
a normal person.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have won the money had Rosie not kept encouraging them to buy lottery tickets.
But then he wouldn't have left her
This lottery thing
to see
is
what her
so
real true self was.
Get her out of here.
Yeah.
All these money grubbing hoes.
I don't want that trash. Number 5, The Lion King.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I thought. It was either Lion King or Toy Story. I couldn't remember. It was like a year.
Yeah, Lion King's 94.
So, what is our favorite Disney animated movie?
Wonderful race. I feel like most guys have the same one or two. There's two.
If you have
there
to
are
pick from the big
two-
ones, if we're picking from
yes,
the big ones,
like
right?
the big ones.
1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Aladdin.
I can't say it now because it sounds like I'm copying you.
No,
Well, we were
no.
trying to say it at the same time.
Do you not remember me saying this before?
No.
There's like a thing where like
Oh, I do
every
remember,
guy
yeah.
from our era, their favorite Disney movie is either Aladdin or The Lion King.
Mine actually might be Lion King now that I'm like, I watched it more, but I don't know if it's because it was my favorite or not.
I definitely watched The Lion King, I think, more than any other.
I watched Aladdin a lot too. I don't know. But it's not my favorite Disney. My favorite Disney is an oddball
The
one.
Cave of Wonder.
We've done it on the podcast. You
We-
can watch it. It's Treasure
Treasure
Planet.
Planet.
Treasure Planet, yeah.
My favorite
Take a
Disney, like the
gander.
one that I would go to if they were like, okay, you
That was a
need,
good bro
you
episode,
get
by the
one,
way.
you get one
Fantastic.
animated
Fantastic.
Disney movie you can watch, and then you can't watch a Disney animated movie again.
Oh,
I'm going
shit.
Tarzan. That's me.
I just
You're
look,
doing that for the music, though.
so
Tarzan.
little-
No, Tarzan is funny. Like there's so much
arguably
entertainment.
The best. By
Tarzan
the way.
is the album.
Yeah,
Best, like, soundtrack?
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
so fucking little
Yeah.
little Collins.
Oh
little
yeah,
Phil.
oh yeah.
So it's funny you bring that up because 2 nights ago,
deuce.
it was dad night, and I was watching the little girl while Sarah was doing her thing, and I put on Tarzan, and I'm enthralled.
It's
This-
so
She's
good.
having a grand old. She's a little scared.
Yeah.
And I
of the-
feel
the
like there's too
Jaguar and
many
stuff.
people who still haven't, like, they're not as familiar with it. It's so good.
I don't think I could leave a lot of Disney movies on and enjoy them in the background. I can leave this on and enjoy just because of the music.
It's
The
also
whole
like
thing.
it's funny and it's emotional. Like there are like
The animation, too, was like
it's
way
good.
better than
that
what it was,
whole
yeah.
scene where the apes are making the music in the camp
Yep.
and stuff. Oh my gosh, so good. And but it's funny. Like when she's trying to teach him like English and he's like getting things
Yeah,
wrong.
it's great.
But one of my favorite,
Concept-wise, great.
you'll know now because you just watched it, so it's fresh in your head. One of my favorite parts of that movie is after he saves her. So after he saves her from the monkeys, and
Sure.
but she's back at her camp, and she's telling her dad about it, and it's like speed talking and then she goes, and daddy, they took my boot. And he goes, those are the ones I bought you. And, like, it's just like no beat, like doesn't skip a beat, just keeps going. And I was flying through the air and there were monkeys and it's
Tarzan
them
top tier.
and it's them watching her tell the story where they're just like, so good.
All around you. Don't
Fucking
you
Phil
cry.
Collins, man. Number
I know all the words to most of those songs in that movie. So good.
Listen to the metal versions. They're fucking good.
I want to know, can you show me?
Number 4, the only movie I don't know in this top 10, The Client.
Wally.
I think it's a lawyer movie, and I think it's suspense.
What if it's
Ish.
like about? It could be Susan Sarandon, Tommy Lee Jones. Yep. A young boy who witnessed the suicide of a mafia lawyer hires an attorney to protect him when the district attorney tries to use him and take him down on my family. Only the best.
Only the best.
Simple.
Wow, wow, wow. better than
We do that song, and I freaking love it. I love that song.
Who is that?
Tina Turner.
Yes.
What he heard
I don't know why I was thinking.
makes him a target.
What was that other song that we started doing like right at the end when I was playing with you guys? It was Bonnie Raitt, right?
Oh, we've been doing that one.
Well, I didn't do it with you.
But something to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
is that we've been
I don't know
doing that
why
one
in
for
my
a long time,
brain
yeah.
that's the same, but it's not.
But yeah,
Obviously,
when
no one
they
cares about
well, I wanted to when Schitt's Creek had
Oh
the.
my God, David.
Do you remember when they did the open mic night and he did? That's the song he did, but he had changed the arrangement of it.
Oh.
Remember, he was just on guitar and he was dedicating it to David. Call you when I need you. My
Oh,
heart's
yeah,
on
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
I started doing Man Eater, but the version from that Jennifer Lawrence movie
Ooh.
on piano.
Ooh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Which Jennifer Lawrence movie?
The
Oh
new
yeah,
movie she just came out with? I started
yeah.
doing it on piano the other day.
That's
So
cool.
that'll be coming here shortly.
But we do it the original Tina Turner way. But when they did it in the show and then David lip synced to it like a few episodes later to try to like make something like make peace with him, I text Sean and I was like, I want to do this song, and he pushed back a little bit, and then she died, and I was like, hey, guess what? We're doing this fucking song. You
Dude,
can't.
I'm glad you made
no
these tables
pushback now.
thick.
Thick boy.
I was like, no pushback now. You can't argue with me on it. We're doing it.
I made him as cheap as I could. All right, top three that week. No particular order. Then you guys got to guess.
That
them.
was number 4. The climb
That was number four. I know. All right, so we got The Mask is in it. Forrest Gump in its 4th week.
Oh my God.
And I might have
Oh
talked
my
about
God.
this because of, but True Lies in its 3rd week.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. What do we think it is? 1, 2, 3.
Forrest
my
Gump,
God.
True Lies, The Mask.
Okay.
This is one of the most banging.
Wait,
Oh,
True,
yeah, yeah.
True Lies on what week?
3rd. Remember, that's Arnold in the 90s.
Prime.
So, like, prime fucking Arnold.
Arguably
And
his
Jamie
biggest,
Lee Curtis.
one of his biggest movies.
Oh, yeah. And fucking, who's the director, right?
I don't know.
James Cameron, bro.
Oh, my bad.
He already
my
said
bad.
it.
I already said
I'm going to
My
say
bad.
The
Okay.
Mask,
I don't know directors. We've had this
True Lies,
conversation.
Forrest Gump.
It is. Number 1, The Mask. Number 2, Forrest Gump. Number 3, True Lies.
The Mask.
Yeah, fucking killing it.
Jim Carrey was huge too. We always.
Yeah,
you
dude,
gotta know
I
him,
only
man.
put
Well-
Forrest Gump last because it had been out longer. I just thought for sure True Lies would be above. but
You're right. Before weeks,
Yeah.
Forrest Gump was a
When
monster.
was
Oh,
Ace
it
Ventura?
was.
When
It
the
was-
first
it was
Ace-
huge.
When was the first Ace?
Say it again.
First
Go ahead.
Ace Ventura. When was the first one?
So, okay, this is what I want to talk about. So, the
Okay.
first Ace Ventura came out before this movie.
which one is the first one? Pet Detective?
Pet Detective.
And then
yeah,
When
yeah.
Nature Calls is the
Yes.
second one. And the first one is the dolphin.
Yes.
Second one is the bat,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Chicago.
Guano.
So the second one is with the rhino.
Collect the whole set. Guano.
The second one is with the rhino.
Yes.
Then because he's in
Kind of
it.
hot in these. Rhino.
Um,
The way he hits that fucking fan gets me every time. Where he's like,
meant to say this so long ago,
so.
but when I couldn't come that week on Tiffany's episode because I was like sick,
Sure.
I
watched-
still watched the movie.
Which movie was it? Oh, Brothers Grimsby.
And
Are you
what
going
a-
to talk
what a
about the
movie.
elephant?
What
I
a movie.
genuinely didn't finish it
Oh my! Why? Because you're like,
Oh, we finally got her to not
Yeah.
to stop one.
because at this point I already knew I wasn't, but I was like, because I already knew I felt bad enough where I wasn't coming, but I was like, I want to watch
you
out of
missed-
solidarity. I
you
turned it
missed
off.
the best part that you would have loved.
There's no way.
Donald Trump gets AIDS.
He does at the very end. It's
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
Okay. Almost. Okay.
Also-
but
It's pretty good.
I honestly can't believe I made it as long as I did.
What
be
was
honest
the
with
part
you.
that obviously
Was
the
it the-
elephant?
the
It was
elephant?
after the elephant.
Oh, you made it one part after. Was the nut? Well,
Was
I'm
it
trying
his,
to remember
his
it in
bruised
order.
asshole?
His gaping asshole. They were flicking
Okay,
pennies
so
into.
I'm trying to remember.
Dude, how did you turn it off? The movie's so good.
Well,
Like
now,
it's a wishing
now
well.
Was it when they're in the bathtub together and he's like, my penis is fist bumping your penis?
I think it was
The
not
ball
long
sack
after that.
on the-
Well, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the sequence of events.
Oh, it's so good.
So like I saw the elephant.
I want you to keep this in mind. My wife picked that movie.
Oh, I know.
because she loves it.
She actually, when I was texting
it's-
her and telling her I felt
hilarious.
bad that like I was like, oh my gosh, and I've been wanting to do an episode with you. I hate that I can't. She was like, you probably wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah, no.
and so I still watched it. But I was like, man, she knew me enough to know I was not going to be a fan of this.
Probably a good call.
I could have turned it off so soon.
I was watching it at work.
I
when
could've
some
turned
of
it
those
off.
parts were happening.
So soon.
So you
So
didn't-
soon.
So the part where he's teabagging his brother to get the
Hate
venom
that.
out.
Hate
that was
that.
hilarious.
Hated that. Hated
the pre-com.
the elephant thing
It's just a little pre-cum.
was unbearable.
It's fucking hilarious.
The elephant scene was unbearable. Like I
Hilarious.
couldn't look at it.
Imagine being
Hilarious.
it. Being
Yeah,
in that.
imagine being in that and he's just taking that
No.
face full of whatever it
And
was.
and so that's what I'm trying to remember. I was trying to
The
remember
movie
sequence
is
of
The
events.
Brothers Grimsby, and anybody who's listening and watching, go fucking watch it or watch our review of it because it's great.
I was trying to remember the sequence of events because I know I saw
Fuck.
him mistaking the women coming to the room, like
That
one
was
thinking
hilarious.
one was there to fix the toilet,
He
and the other
opens
was
the toilet. He's like,
like,
it's big
was
and
that
hard
before or
and soft.
after the elephant? I don't remember.
That was...
It's hard in the front,
Also,
soft in the
you
middle, hard in the
absolutely
back.
cannot just get inside a lot. Like that's not.
I bet you
You
could if you
can't
really
do.
tried.
No, you fucking can't.
So you missed the episode in which we did have a fun fact for that, and yes, you can.
Yeah.
Two people can get inside an elephant and just
I
live
think
in there.
volume-wise, 2 people can get in.
They
I don't-
contacted actual zoologists about this
You're
to figure out. I
lying.
am not lying to you.
Should watch the episode.
Watch the episode, Tara. In the fun facts, we go over it, and they contacted zoologists to find out if 2 people can literally fit inside of an elephant's vagina when it's, getting ready to have a baby or whatever. And the first question was, why the fuck are you asking us this? The answer was, yes, you can.
That's disgusting.
I think how big a
It is gross.
elephant baby is, though.
It's still disgusting.
Hilarious.
And I could no. I will never watch that movie again in my life.
We'll make you.
No, I won't do it.
I won't do it.
I won't do it. There'll be no reason. It will never come up in a review because it was too far down the road.
You don't know where we're going with this.
I
Gray
cannot.
hair and-
But
20 years from now. God damn it,
but it
Stephen,
made
we're
me
still doing
think.
this
But
show.
it made me think of the rhino, of him getting inside him being inside the fake rhino.
Kind of
Ace
the same
Ventura.
thing.
Cadby from the consulate, right?
But then I also pretty soon after starting the movie, I realized this was the movie that Rebel
Sorry,
Wilson.
but I fancy myself an autumn.
This was the movie Rebel Wilson had all that shit to say about Sasha. And then once
See,
I
that's what
realized
said, too.
that,
I remember bringing that
once
up.
I realized that, it was even harder to watch the movie because I was like, I'm grossed out watching it, so I
Yeah.
can only imagine like
What she went through,
the
man.
conversations
Rebel
and
Wilson.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
I love that name.
What's her
Is
middle
it a
name? Do
real?
you
I was
know?
gonna say, do you think that's
Probably
a real name?
Probably stage name.
I love that first name.
Rebel.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
gun is digging into my hip.
Your gun is sticking to my hip.
My favorite fun fact about that scene, Ace Ventura 1, when he walks into the office before that scene, on his desk, there is a banana and 2 apples arranged.
Like a penis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing? Maybe.
Foreshadowing.
Penis shadowing.
He didn't have enough time to get rid of Captain Winky. Anyways, budget time. What do we think it costs to make The Mask?
36 million.
36 million off the top. I like it. Tara? They call me Cuban Pete.
30 million.
30?
Mm-hmm.
I guess 30. Look at us.
A wise
Hey,
man once
hey,
said,
hey.
chick, chicka
Look at
boom,
us.
chick,
Look at
chicka
us.
boom.
Chicka boom, chick, 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 boom. It's so good. It's so the guy when he's on the fucking boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
the drums. It's so good. Bring it up, Wally. You know. Cuban Pete. And then just the audacity of them to continue into the streets. Yeah, come on. It's so good. Turn that shit up.
Yeah, where's the sound?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. If you
That
can't
is so many cops for this one person too.
It's a cartoon. Cuban pizza.
That's his voice though too, right? He sang this. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
dude, Jim Carrey's a good singer.
Well, he did the Grinch song too in the Grinch.
Yeah.
You guys might have to fact check me on this, but the first concert I ever went and saw had the band that played for
That's kind of dope.
this movie. I'll check my shit at the end of this to make sure. But
Think of how much shit is left
Oh,
on the
yeah.
cutting room
It's
floor.
just unreal.
Unrealistic. It's a cartoon.
I know.
He's literally
I
a
know.
cartoon brought to life from a mask that he found in the river.
I know.
Down by the river.
I did very much like the part where he was like, "Stop or I'll shoot." And then he shot, and then he looked at everybody else and was like, "Shoot! If I start shooting, you can start shooting."
I like the balloon scene where he's pulling the balloon, he's like doing one of these and makes the thing and pop. Ah, sorry, we had to put that one down. He was rabid. As he's handing it to the guy. So funny. Anyways, the budget was $23 million.
Oh, nice.
I almost said 25, and I was like, no, it's probably a little more than
When you
that.
think about it, that's not a lot of money for this movie.
Well,
How
I
much did it
mean,
make?
he's the biggest name in it.
But at the time when they were
Easily.
filming it, he was not. So what I was going to talk about is, so Ace Ventura was filmed but wasn't released yet when they were making this movie.
So, what was before that then?
Ace Ventura, nothing. He was just on In Living Color and doing whatever he was doing in Canada and stand-up and everything when he moved down
Sleeping
to
on
California. Sleeping on couches, motherfucker. Fuck your couch. Sorry. So when he was making this movie, Ace Ventura just released. So then it became huge, right? So now he's this giant star, and this movie comes out, and with only a $23 million budget, maybe they make a pretty good box office. I don't know. What do we think it is? Take a guess.
$100 million.
100
$1 billion.
Can't even get that kind of fucking money on the
What's the name of the company he owns? Number 2?
fucking
What's the name of the company?
Evil or- God damn it.
Whatever. Keep going.
That would be something I should know. Why do I not know that? Evil
I'm
Corp?
going to say
Something like that.
120 million.
120 million.
Yeah.
I guessed 150 million. Opening weekend, it made $23.1 million, so $0.1 million more than its budget in its opening weekend. Overall, it made $351.6 million.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Is that more than Ace?
Probably. Jim Carrey
God
is
damn.
a star.
Whoa.
Let's be real.
So wait, Ace Ventura hadn't come out yet
When they were making it. It came out while they were making this.
while they were making the
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it came out
Okay.
before this came out. It just
I
hadn't
was
come out.
wondering what
He was
propelled
saying-
what.
He was saying it hadn't come out yet when they hired him for, like, when he
Okay, I got you.
got the, like, negotiations for this movie.
Gotcha. I would say out of the 3 movies, this is probably I would say
Which
that's most
3?
stacked because Forrest Gump was what $400-something million or something like that.
Uh,
Forrest Gump
maybe
is
we
more
done-
than that.
gigantic.
Forrest Gump?
We have not done Forrest Gump
How have we not done Forrest Gump?
because it's too
Jelly.
serious. A jelly.
So we gotta talk
Ace
about-
Ventura
I
1
love you.
came out February 4th, 1994. Okay.
Okay, so
This is July.
This is crazy. This is a crazy.
29th.
And then the second Ace Ventura was released real quick too.
Real
right?
quick,
So
'cause
he
they
was
were
just
just
it was like
he was
the
going
next
bang, bang,
year,
bang.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Nature Calls came out
And I think that made more money.
95, but what? Yeah, it did. November 10th, 1995. So a little more than a calendar
So they
year
they had
later.
to have started making it not long after this one came out, I feel like.
That's a working
No,
man.
I guess they could have waited until after the new year to start making it. If that didn't come out till November.
Yeah. So and then you got to think. Actually, his next movie that he made was Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah.
So he went from Ace Ventura 1, The Mask, then made Dumb and Dumber. Well, I got a couple fun
with what's
facts
his face?
with Harry.
Yeah.
Who?
Well, yes, Harry.
Daniels.
But yeah, because
Yeah.
we just talked about him.
If you don't have him shitting his brains out in a pitcher in your bathroom, what are you doing?
I have a picture of them writing the
Being
little 50
Normal.
Nah.
in my
Oh yeah,
bathroom.
yeah.
The-
Great.
With peas on them.
Great.
That
Great.
picture's in my bathroom right now.
I got it. Tomatometer time. What do we think critics gave this and audience out of 100%? Wally?
Oh shit! I'm gonna go audience 70,
70.
critics 68.
68. Okay.
When you make that face, it makes me think of not
Shitting myself.
no, not Meet the Parents, but in The Neighbors when Dave Franco is imitating him from Meet the Parents
Oh yeah.
because he's doing that like
Hooah!
You talking to me?
you
I got it
insulted
from
my
Sean.
intelligence.
I get it from Sean. Sean does.
You gonna milk me?
Yeah.
No, I can't do
I
it.
got
now that you
nipples,
guys
Greg. Can you milk me?
Um,
I can't get the.
what did you say?
Gibbon beat. Ah.
70 for audience, and then 68 for critics.
68 critics. So you're right there in the
I'm gonna go 69,
69. Nice.
just to be that guy.
All right, Tara, what do you got?
I'm gonna say 75 audience.
75 audience,
62 critics.
62 critics. I guessed 60 critics, 75 audience. It's actually
Steve, look at us.
Look at us. It's actually critics 80%,
Whoa,
audience 68%.
interesting.
Wait, I had it the first time.
well, no, because you said critics 68%,
No,
No,
you said audience 70,
and you said
critics
critics
69.
60.
yes.
But he said
Yeah.
68 first and
Yes.
changed it to
Right.
69.
Yes.
Whatever. How do critics like this movie more than the audience?
I could not tell you.
Isn't that weird?
I have no answers for that
No, me neither.
because,
this to me would be more
as
of a,
I said at the beginning of this,
Yeah.
with a critical mind, not great. But
but apparently it's pretty good.
But look, you guys are too critical. you gotta
How
step
can you be
outside.
too critical as a movie critic?
You learn to play the fucking.
That's your
theremin.
one job.
Just
Gotta
step
open
outside.
your mind and learn how to play the fucking theremin.
Yeah, but you can't let critiquing get in the way of having a good time with a movie.
You think I'm not having a good time with this movie?
With this one, 100%.
Come on, man.
Just talking out your ass now, man.
I mean,
Critique.
when he takes that golf shot out of that dude's mouth.
That was my what the fuck. That was gonna be my what the
Well,
fuck.
think about this for a second. How badass is that to like assert your dominance over a person? Like I'm shooting, and in '94, was he hitting into a simulator? I don't even know what he was hitting into. He was just hitting into like a net, right?
Something
Just getting his
out a
swing
window.
Down. He was just getting his swing down, right? Didn't even care about the metrics coming off the fucking club. He was just hitting.
That's
and
just
then hey,
boss shit.
lay down. Why? I'm gonna hit a fucking golf ball out of your mouth.
Could be putting cigars in
Just so you know.
asses too. Same era.
But ouch.
Yeah.
I feel like your teeth are
hold
getting
this?
broken. Unless
Not
you
if-
do
Oh,
like
yeah.
I mean, not if you're a good golfer. You
No,
shouldn't be hitting
no.
him in the face.
Steve's the
he
guy.
did.
I have
Hold on.
no-
So the tee itself, right, is holding the ball. So
Yep.
even if you hit the ball, it's wiping away the tee. So you're still getting hit. You're still getting fucked. It doesn't matter what you do, unless you're puring the shit
I
out
don't
of
think
it.
enough to break your teeth, though, is what I'm saying. Like the friction and stuff will be there, but I don't think it's breaking your teeth.
Depending on how you're holding it.
You ever broke a tooth?
Yeah.
I have. It's not fun.
You want to hear a funny story? Wally chipped my tooth once.
When was this?
This was at
Remind me.
Port Tobacco Marina when we were playing in the Chip Wood Band.
What
Oh,
did I
you
do? Did I,
blocked
get,
it
did I-
out?
did I knock a beer into your tooth or something?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
We took a picture, and then like I went to like drink, and you like went and hit the bottle into my tooth, and I was like, motherfucker.
You just started bleeding.
Ooh.
No, it's literally, it just took like
It was just a
little,
smidgen.
just a little bit right here. It actually makes me eat easier because I can,
You're welcome.
yeah, I can tear into meat easier.
It
gave me a serrated blade.
Dentist.
I'm a dentist. I know what's going on. IMDb score. Do we want to guess that?
I could guess it. I don't have it up.
That's fine. What do you
I'm gonna go 7-0.
7.0.
I'm going to say 6-7.
Wait. Oh, I gotta do. I already said it. Go ahead.
7.0. My man.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say higher.
Literally.
I was gonna guess higher than that. I was gonna be like 7.5 or something like that.
7.
When I was gonna correct myself.
Leonard Washington. 7.
7.
Grits and gravy. What?
7 heaven.
All right, my favorite new part of the show. We talked about this, the IMDb top and lowest reviews. Still trying to get not a 10 and not a 1. Let's see if we get there.
Let's do it.
Top review from ACDC MP3. Kind of a cool name. Kind of a cool name, not going to lie.
It's probably a good password.
September, it would be.
Not anymore.
Well,
Not
I guess
anymore,
you
yeah.
can't have anything in order. My
You
bad.
can't. September 2020. I truly enjoy watching this movie whenever it's on. Jim Carrey was spot on with his role needed to be in what? That doesn't make any sense. Needed to be and was fun to watch.
Wait, say it again.
English.
Jim Carrey was spot on with what his role needed to be
Yeah, with
and
what
was
his role-
fun to watch.
Jim Carrey was spot on with what his role needed to be. That's correct. Yeah.
Comma. There's no comma.
Well, no, because these are people on the internet. But
And it was fun to watch. I remember the first time I saw Cameron Diaz and was amazed at her beauty, and I thought she did such a great job in her first movie role. I enjoyed the henchmen, thugs in the park, and the two leaders of the bad guys at the loggerheads with each other. I guess that was the club name, Loggerheads?
Sure.
I don't know. The dim-witted banter between Doyle and the lieutenant was not necessary, but didn't hurt anything either. The movie as a whole was a worthwhile watch. That said, the true star of the movie is Milo. Every damn scene with him in it was awesome. The scene where he's jumping trying to get to
Gonna be my
Ipkiss in the
favorite
jail
character.
cell
Me too.
always makes me laugh my ass off. I was always a big dog person who didn't care for all for small dogs until I saw Milo in action. We now have 4 small, personality-filled dogs in my house, all thanks to Milo's influence. I will watch this movie with its limited CGI over any of the garbage coming out of Hollywood these days. 10 out of 10.
Was that dog and other stuff? Because I feel
That's
like
solid.
I
That's
feel like
solid.
there was
That
Ajax
dog was.
Russell
That dog was.
used in multiple things in the
What
90s.
if I said it was Wishbone?
Was
Is it?
It's not.
The gap would have been
No, but I was thinking like the Jack
that
Russell
would've been
that was
like,
in
it's like 2000 and
the Jack Russell friend that was in Beethoven. He was Beethoven's friend. Like that
Could've
was a
been.
Jack Russell. There was a Jack
I do-
Russell in Frasier.
Ooh,
Like-
I think that was. I think you're right. I think it was the same. Because there was a big thing with Milo in this movie being a
Star already.
Yeah. And steals the show. When he puts that mask on
Yeah, it's awesome.
and he's turning and the guy's trying to hold him
Yeah.
and then he does that, hey, fucking runs away. I've always wanted a little Jack Russell, but I was like, nah, I'm good.
Didn't you
I'm
have
good.
one that was mixed with Jack Russell?
His name is Max.
Max, oh. I had a dog named Max.
He won an award.
Good for him. He should have.
Kids' Choice Award.
Yeah.
Favorite animal.
Yeah, for
Fuck yeah.
this movie or for
Yeah,
something else?
no,
Okay,
for
yeah,
this
yeah,
movie.
makes sense. Didn't know there's Kid Choice Awards in '94.
Apparently.
Nickelodeon.
No,
was the-
it says he was
Only award
only
that
in The
matters.
Mask and another movie called Mr. Accident, which was 6 years later. So
so
just
he lived a good life.
So
then.
Jack Russell just happened to be.
Yeah, something.
They
yeah.
live a long time.
Yeah.
They're little healthy dogs.
I like it. The low review is from James Shatfield 77323.
Past tense.
Past tense.
Oh wait,
August 2020. What?
this movie. This says in The Mask his name was Moose,
Moose?
but that said.
Is it
Max.
Moose or Milo? What the fuck? Come
no,
on,
no,
guys.
no.
Maybe it's
the
the second
dog's
one?
name.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
says
Maybe
the
he didn't
dog's
reprise
name.
his role, and it was just another Jack
No,
Russell. in the
this
second
says The Mask. Moose, a Jack Russell Terrier, appeared in this 1994.
one. Okay.
But that
okay.
said Max, and so now I'm questioning the whole thing. Because
Okay, Mike. Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Anyways, August 2020, James Shatfield says this. I have no idea what age group this is aimed at. It seems too adult for children with the abusive relationship and condom joke and excessive gun violence, but too childish for most adults. The green head that turns into a wolf for a joke. And it's just not funny. I didn't really laugh at all throughout the whole thing, and I didn't really care for any of the characters. Stanley is creepy around women, so is his friend. Everyone else is a villain. Jim Carrey's acting isn't bad, but the characters are not very good. I really don't understand the appeal. 1 out of 10.
This dude sounds like a
See,
terrible friend.
this
like a wet
article said
rag.
Max again. I have to assume it's Max.
Did
I
you
don't
hear?
know.
Did you hear the bad
I
review?
did.
Okay.
Yeah. Did anything?
Anything. I think this guy's wrong as fuck.
It's that review. I don't mind a bad review. I'll take a solid bad review any day of the week.
I'll take a
That guy sounds like a
well-worded.
wet rag.
As I was saying, I'll take a well thought out bad review, right? Like this movie is not fucking God's gift to earth of movies, but it's not funny. How are
Yeah.
you not laughing at a Tommy gun and then blows all those dudes away?
I can get the weird, like the awooga
It's
stuff.
funny though.
Yeah, I know, but I can get why people wouldn't think it's funny.
Okay.
But I also just think this guy sounds like he's just a cock.
Cocky cock.
Yes.
When he falls out the window and then picks himself up and then blows himself back
It's
to the
hilarious.
same. It's
Hilarious.
It's great. Or when he uses the Ayuga to blow out the fucking.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
The
Slapstick
Jack Russell
comedy.
and Frasier was Moose.
Oh, so there's a
So
connection.
they mixed them up.
Or maybe they're brothers.
Moose's son Enzo
Oh, they're all
ended up
inbred.
being his stunt double in Frasier when he got older.
Dogs get stunt doubles.
But here's what's funny:
Dope.
Enzo was the
That's
name.
fucking cool.
Enzo was the name of another Jack Russell Terrier in something else because I just saw that.
Enzo Amore.
The
There
Italian
you go.
chef.
Why don't I have
He's
service
actually a
all of a
wrestler.
sudden?
Who was your favorite character, Wally?
It's the dog.
It's the dog.
But if it's not the dog, it's Jim Carrey
I mean, come on.
or the lady with the shower cap and shotgun.
That fucking alarm clock.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite scene. too.
It's great. And again, going back to it being a cartoon, it's a cartoon.
Full on comic book.
Pulls out that giant fucking mallet and smashes the shit out of it.
This is Mad World.
Oh yeah.
Ish, Roger Rabbit-ish. It has the same kind of vibe at times.
It really does. And what's funny too is this is one of the first, like, I know Jurassic Park came before this and there was another movie in between, but this was like the first CGI human shit that was going on where they were trying to make it a big deal.
Mixing it in fully.
Yeah. And they didn't know what they were going to do. Like, there's some early photos that I've seen where they look fucking terrible of what they were trying to do with it. And then something happened and they were like, oh, we got it. And they made it what it was, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of these are nighttime shots. I realized that. A lot of the CGI is nighttime shots. So they probably took that from Jurassic Park or something like that.
Right, yeah, exactly. In the Reign of the Dinosaurs, I mean, you can't tell.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do you think that raptor's still in the fridge?
Oh. Didn't even think about that now. There's no way. Well, I guess.
Is it
no,
frozen?
people went back there. They went back there
Is it
later
frozen?
on.
Site B.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They went to all different islands.
Isla Sorna?
Isla Nublar.
Yeah. We're going to get to Lost World sometime on this show.
The
'cause
Jack
we haven't
Russell
got it.
from Wishbone's name in real life was Soccer.
What?
Yeah. His name was Soccer, and
It's
he
like
was
naming your cat,
on it
cat,
from
your dog,
1995 to 2001.
I have questions. What if the person who owned said dog didn't like soccer?
You think you just kicked the dog?
Oh my God.
The Jack Russell that was in
Go!
Hotel for Dogs is the same Jack Russell that was in Paul Blart Mall Cop
Bob Blart Molly Cap.
and a movie called Beginners.
Underrated movie.
Same Jack Russell
Really
in
is.
all those
Paul
three.
Blart,
Okay.
Mall Cop.
But apparently
Mall
just a
Cop is
lot of
underrated.
different Jack Russells in movies because it sounds like a lot of them didn't do the same. Like,
I'm a sucker for some good slapstick. That shit is hilarious. And the one
really
where he's
funny.
was it Kevin Smith? Kevin Smith, what was his name?
With the,
Not Kevin Smith.
With the gorilla?
Kevin
Where they go to
James.
TGI
yeah, the
Fridays?
zoo. Yeah,
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Zookeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zookeeper.
His slapstick's top tier, man. It's he gets the Farley comparison frequent, but I would argue that his slapstick's better than Chris Farley's
I really
slapstick.
like King of Queens. I used to watch that show all the time, and maybe I'm partial because Jerry Stiller's on it, and I loved him as George Costanza's dad, Frank Costanza, and
About
he's
as
literally
Jewish as
oh yeah, he's literally the
Jew-
same character
ish.
in King of Queens. So like
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I was like, all right, this is dope. Festivus for the rest of us. My favorite character, I mean, I was going to go with Milo too, but like, if we're going to split hairs, I mean, his sidekick dude's kind of funny, or even the
Charlie?
cop's kind of funny. Yeah.
The bad guy's good in this too.
The bad guy's really good when you
He
think
does a
about
good
it.
gangster.
He does, and you don't really see him in much other than this and maybe a couple other weird 90s. Maybe
I was
even like
hoping to see more. If my one gripe with this movie, if there was a gripe to be had, it's just I would have loved to see some more creepy powers. The
Well,
only
so-
power he has in this is what spitting bullets. That's
Yeah.
pretty much all. I'd love to see him like his counterpart to all the Jim Carrey stuff. That
Yeah. Well, so you got to think the mask. So if you watched or not watched, if you read the comic book, it was way
Highlights.
darker, way
Yeah.
darker, right? It was literally.
you've told me about this before.
Yeah, other people were. It wasn't one person that had the mask. It was other people getting the mask and like killing people
Yeah,
with it
yeah.
and going from person to person. And I kind of like that they went away from it. So the original idea
I didn't need him
of
to
the
kill
movie-
anybody. I just needed him. I just wanted to see him do some cartoonish bad guy shit.
Sure, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
And there might have been some other stuff, but you know, runtime and everything like that. Like, okay, so the
But I
end
guess
scene,
if you think of it, Mask is kind of a bad guy too.
it
good,
really
bad
it
guy.
is when you
So-
think about it. It's just doing. It's just there for the person
So-
who's
He
the
is
guy.
a bad guy. Like,
Jim Carrey kind of is.
he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy.
No.
He's no consequence. Do what you want. Go
Right.
after what you want. He's also a little rapey.
Yeah. Well,
I
it's
mean-
the era that this was in. I think every
That
dude
park
was like
scene,
this.
she is literally trying to escape him, and he's
well,
stopping her.
he's being Pepe Le Pew. Let's be
who
real.
was also rapey.
and that's
Sarah's not wrong.
no, you're not wrong. But I'm saying like, he's portraying a character exactly how the character is written in cartoons that he watches, right? So
Yeah, this was a
in his
social norm
mind-
back in the day. It wasn't even
Right.
thought of. Doesn't make it any righter or wronger, but it's just
Correct.
Every movie
Didn't-
was like
didn't-
this too.
Didn't Pepe Le Pew get canceled?
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Speedy Gonzalez, Pepe Le Pew.
Wild.
People were really upset about the Pepe Le Pew thing. He's a cartoon. Okay.
Just like the crows and
Who
whatever
cares?
that.
He was funny. Nothing
Yeah.
too serious about it.
True. But what I was gonna say is, so the scene at the end where he's like, they gotta get away, and he paints on the flush symbol, and they flush him down or whatever. That's what I wanted to see the villain do, like do shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That would be
exactly.
funny, but I get it.
Yeah.
He's got to be the better guy, right?
Yeah.
I also don't understand why he needed the mask to be confident, because I felt like he was semi-confident when he went up to that girl to bought tickets and asked her to go to the concert with him.
But he got shot down.
Granted, but
I
he
think it was-
asked, is what
I
I'm
think
saying.
He
Like
just didn't feel like he was enough for a lot of things.
Yeah, and think about it. When he gets the mask, then he gets even more confident, right? Being confident, overly for sure, but being confident is one
Went
thing
too
to
far.
ask somebody out. But when you're asking, you can tell he's not like confident in his ask. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, you want to whatever? Where he's being so overconfident, then it's like, oh wow, yeah, I got to be with this guy.
Abrasive.
I think it's the
Abrasive,
opposite.
yeah.
I would have been like, get the fuck. You are so much. It's
Shows
like
up
would
with
be
the
like
fucking money, like
yeah. It was almost like the energy he was giving was like this is a child. Like I would. This,
I mean, 100%.
This is
that's
too
what
much
it was,
for. This
though.
is too much for my.
Cartoon.
This is too
Right.
much for my life. No, thank you.
But that's that's all he knows is what I'm saying, because that's all he watches and that's all he's taking in. So the mask literally exemplifies whatever is inside him of what he thinks is right.
I also need to say I feel like he looks like a Stanley Ipkiss.
100%.
Like I know that's a made up
Yeah,
name,
no,
but like
you're
it's a
right.
weird. It's a
Ipkiss.
silly name, and I feel like he
Ipkiss.
looks like a Stanley Ipkiss
He does. In a good way, though.
and acted like a Stanley. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Stanley's like he's not like a bad guy. He's not like someone
That's a
you
name
wouldn't.
you don't see anymore.
You know, it's not
Stanley?
like
It's a
a
Don name,
loser.
yeah.
He's just it's Stanley
It's Stanley. Ipkiss.
spelled with a C.
That's a character name. That's 100% a character name. It's
Stanley.
a great character.
Spelled with a C.
Yeah, it's a memorable name. If I
Yeah.
met an Ipkiss with the first name Stan, I'd remember that.
Right. Hey, Ipkiss.
Yeah.
Favorite part of scene, what do we got?
Probably the hallway scene.
The hallway scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beating the shit up against the wall. Old lady pops out.
Okay.
Window. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
memorable. His eyes pop out, like you said, and that's like
I
one
say
of the
that
biggest
because-
things
Look,
in the...
I'm roadkill.
Right.
Anytime I think of this
Right.
movie, that's what I come back to. Is that part. I can replay the whole part in my brain for some reason. I might have saw it when I was
Him
real young.
bouncing up and down.
Yeah,
through the-
yeah,
yeah. It's funny. Tara, what do you got?
I mean, this is gonna be like, oh, Tara, of course.
The dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say when the dog helps him get out of jail. Like the dog is at the jail because he's loyal, and he's like, just go, like live your. And the dog stays out there,
What a smart dog.
and then jumps
They're one
up
of the
to him,
smartest too.
Loyal and smart. The
jumps
best-
up to him.
the
They're
best
also
boy.
those dogs are also kind of dickheads a lot of times too, but.
Most
Jumps
of the real
up
smart
to him.
ones are.
But I was gonna say when he goes over to get the keys, and he's like, "No, not the cheese," and he's just
Yeah.
holding the cheese like, "Are you sure
Baxter,
it's not
a
the
whole
cheese?"
wheel of cheese. That's another. That's another good
Yeah. Oh,
Jack
yeah.
Russell.
But he's like,
Yeah.
"Are you sure? Are you sure it's not the?" Because he like looks at him, and he's like, "Put it down." He's like, "Don't want to
I
put
mean,
it
you don't want
down."
to-
Like you can see that going
Yeah,
through
yeah,
the dog's like, "Put it down." Okay, fine, I'll put it down. I really like
a
that
whole
part.
wheel of cheese.
And then when he's like grabbing
not
it
a
through the
Jack
thing
Russell.
with him, he's like, "Oh."
Isn't that Jack Russell in that?
Baxter, my little gentleman. No, he's like
No,
a.
it's like it's a mud.
He's like
like a
some
Shih
sort
Tzu or
of
something.
No, he's some sort of like
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
like some
It's a whole wheel of
some
cheese.
like curly.
I don't
just
speak
little-
Spanish.
Little dog.
Baxter.
Baxter, you are my little
Oh,
gentleman.
Jesus Christ. My favorite scene, I mean, I was going to say when Milo gets the mask is hilarious because just the way he like puts his head into
Border
it, too.
terrier. is
And
what it
then
says he is.
a border terrier. Okay. And then
I've never heard of
again,
that, but-
the guy's holding his legs and his whole body's spinning, but he's still holding his legs.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just pisses on him and then bites him and like the face where he's just like, "Bing," and then just goes off. It's great because the dog even seems like that before he puts the mask on.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
And it's hilarious. I also liked when Jim Carrey wins the award. Like, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Because it goes widescreen too. You don't even notice. It goes whatever. And then you can see people clapping. And he's just, it's
Fourth wall.
so good. It's honestly, I think it might be my favorite part of the movie.
It's almost like a Deadpoolish thing.
It
too.
is.
I could
It
draw.
really
I could draw
is.
some comparisons between that and Deadpool.
Well, and then he dies on the guy. And it's pretty good. Also, the alley scene
Oh yeah.
is
yeah,
up
yeah.
there.
Mm.
Just because it's really the first part where you see him be over the top and then does the Jim Carrey. So apparently the whole scene was ad-libbed, which makes perfect sense.
I could see. Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I
Which
mean?
is funny because I feel like it like you had to then tell like all those extras that are playing police officers, you had to just be like, you need to just go
I'm not talking about the singing.
Oh, which
scene.
part are you talking
I'm talking
about?
about the scene where he's playing like the guy making the balloon animals.
Oh, I see
Right,
what
and
you
he's
mean.
like, "Oh, sorry, wrong pocket," and throws it away, and then he's making.
I
Tommy
also
gun.
like I know that it was because like she's supposed to be enticing and she's supposed to be distracting,
Sure.
but you don't wear that to go get
A bank loan.
a bank loan or
yeah, you
an
do
account.
you're trying to get a bank loan.
No, banks want to take you seriously.
Back in the day, bank they were approved on a case. There wasn't like a
Yeah.
huge.
Haven't
as
you
many
seen
standards
Spider-Man
back
2
in
No,
the
where
that's
day.
what I'm
she's like, "I
saying.
need a bank loan."
No,
and he's
that's
like, "You're
what I
old,
mean.
bitch,
They're
get
on a
outta here."
case by
You
case
can
basis,
go-
which is why you're supposed to be showing up looking responsible and presentable.
Right.
Yeah, or tits out, depending on what kind of banker dude that is. or
'Cause why?
Chick. Dick
Because
out,
they
tick
call
out,
me
tits out.
Cuban pizza. Sorry, Jesus Christ. Any what the fuck moments for us?
My what the fuck was the golfing one about
That's
him hitting the fucking golf ball
Yeah,
off the
off the
dude's
guy's face.
that nose, getting swung at with a fucking and cracking your nose or the bridge of your nose would have to be one of the worst things to ever
You
happen.
want to try it? You think you got it?
I would absolutely hit someone in the face.
After a few drinks, I'd let you do it.
I would definitely
Okay, let's do
hit, I would absolutely accidentally hit the person in the face. There's no way.
The pressure's too much. Like
I
you're
would,
just like that face is gone. Sorry.
If Steve ever got to the point where he'd be like, "Yeah, I got it," I'd be all right.
All right. So next time we go to Topgolf,
Let's give
Lay
me, give me
down.
6 Coronas in there,
6, maybe 7.
maybe 7.
But Steve
We'll see how
should
fast we
not.
get kicked out.
Steve should not have 7 before he does it. I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like.
no.
No, Wally's got to have the 7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
have a
saying
7.
you can't. You
He
shouldn't.
just needs to tell me.
You
not
don't
tell
do
me
it
how
with
many-
him. Don't do it with him. Let him have them, and then you wait.
I'll just look at him and be like, "Lay down, bitch."
Put my balls in your mouth.
That's
It's
not
gonna
how that
happen.
works.
It's just you just gotta. Oh, the fun facts of the fucking week. Based on the Dark Horse comic book series of the same name, which frequently comprised very dark horror stories on how the mask would murder
Horror
people.
stories?
Horror
I
stories.
like a good old horse story.
Horror story. A horror story. Based on how the mask would murder people with cartoon antics, Chuck Russell has said that the movie script started off in that tone before being transformed as a vehicle for Jim Carrey's unique comedy.
Build it around the actor.
My favorite one is Pretty Woman.
What favorite one? What?
Horror story.
Walking down the street.
Everybody gets one.
man,
Okay. Is that movie not fucked up when you think about it?
Yes,
It is. It absolutely is. But I love that movie.
In which way do you love it?
Well, one, I'm a huge Julia Roberts fan. I always have been.
I love Julia
Mystic
Roberts.
Pizza?
Love. Oh yeah, Mystic Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Mystic Pizza is. So it's funny that you bring up Mystic Pizza because I feel like a lot of people don't know about. Mystic
I don't know
Pizza.
what is Mystic
It's
Pizza.
one of like
It's
her
her first movie. It's actually
like,
pretty good. It's
Ooh.
pretty good.
pretty good. But there's a girl that I've been following on Instagram for a long time. She does
What's her name?
she does music. Her name
Plug
is
it.
her
What's
name
her
is
tag?
Deanna,
Deanna.
and she's
Sanders.
She's done it begins with a G. It's like Giuliana.
Deanna Giuliani.
It's very Italian. It's very
mayor?
Italian. Her last name is very Italian. But she's she's created this like
Poverty.
this place on Instagram of like positivity and stuff, but also she for a while would do like a little bit of fashion stuff, a little bit of like this is the kind of like the life of someone who does audit because she does acting, singing, like
I got
this
a
is-
spaghetti here.
this is the life of someone who's trying to audition and live in New York. Like
Sure,
so
yeah.
stuff like that. She is now playing JoJo in Mystic Pizza
Look at that.
on
Broadway?
in some sort of Broadway or off Broadway.
It's not
number.
on. It's off Broadway.
There's an off Broadway and then
It's
there's
$5
and
a
then there's
ticket.
Broadway.
We got
But-
pizza at the end.
But she's
What
For
does it become
everyone.
on Broadway? People
It's
say
just
on
Broadway.
Broadway. What is off Broadway?
off
You're
Broadway
not-
is when you're not technically like on the you're not a main
You're not on
Broadway,
Broadway?
show.
So
You're not a
it's-
main
so
Broadway
So you're not
show.
on Broadway. You're off Broadway.
Yes.
Thank you.
Doesn't mean the shows aren't good, aren't worth seeing or aren't, but they're not. They just
yeah.
literally are not on Broadway.
So there's a great story about a show that was going to be the biggest and best Broadway musical of all time called
Right, Trump.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark. It was going to be the best. And then the people that came. No, it's interesting. If you want to watch something crazy, there's a documentary about it where they spent like
about trying to make
$250+ million, and it was
Jesus
just like,
Christ.
oh yeah,
On what?
Well, so think about it, Spider-Man, right? You got to have him being acrobatic and moving around the stage. So they did all this stuff with stuntman and wire work and whatever, and they just couldn't get it to work.
That still feels like way too much
Just
money.
give me that 150 grand, and I'll be in the back with a fucking rope, like, oh,
Yeah, holding him. Yep.
Just give me some silly string,
I'll
dog.
weight myself down. It'll be fine.
yeah.
But anyways, watch it. It's like only like a 45-minute long like YouTube video or something, but it's crazy because of what they went through just to try to get it working. Then they did like 2 shows and people like almost died because they couldn't, whatever, everything.
Yeah.
And they just shut it down.
Oh, come on, that's when you gotta let people watch.
That's what I'm saying.
I do. I mean, I agree. Like, obviously, Pretty Woman is problematic. Like, the plot is problematic, but good movie. Like, great. She's great. Richard Gere's great. What's his face does a great job at being a scumbag that you just don't like.
Who was that? What
What's
was
the-
movie
what-
other
what's
guy?
George Costanza.
It
What's
is,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
movie that she did where
Jason
she was like
Alexander.
a lawyer? What was that?
She wasn't a lawyer, but you're
Erin
calling about Erin
Brockovich.
Brockovich, which is an
Erin
amazing
Brockovich.
movie
Fucking
and based
great.
off a true story, which is also terribly sad. But
Fucking great
like,
record.
when
It is.
she's
It really is.
when she's in that
I got to put that on play.
that conference room and the other lawyers are taking over the case and she's like, you don't have numbers, and she's like, whose number do you want? I know their number. And then she reads off and she goes, you want their diseases? 'Cause she does that whole thing. She's like, I'm sorry. And she's like, that's all you got is something in ugly fucking shoes or whatever she says to her.
a blow job.
Oh,
for
wrong
24
foot. She said we got off with the wrong foot. And she goes, that's all you got, lady. Wrong feet and ugly fucking shoes. Hilarious.
And it's funny because she doesn't even
burn
look
a
like
chick.
Julia Roberts in that movie to me.
No, she like, I just love
Horse
her.
face.
She's
No, you're thinking somebody else.
No.
You're thinking Sex
Do
and the
not
City.
disrespect
I'm
Julia
joking.
Roberts
I'm
in this
joking.
way.
Do not.
But there's so many movies of hers
I think
that
she's gorgeous.
I've loved.
I feel like she's wasted in the Oceans movies.
Depends on which ones, but the
But
those
But
big
yes,
ones,
I mean,
yes.
she's not in them enough. And
Yeah.
I also love that her and George Clooney are just like best buds.
Yeah.
Like
Good for them. I
they're
guess.
they're really funny. Like when you get them like on a talk show together, it's really funny. It's kind of like the whole Matt Damon, Jimmy Kimmel thing where they like make pranks and shit against each other.
Good for them. The oversized teeth on the mask character was originally to be used only during silent scenes, but Jim Carrey learned to talk while wearing them to make his character that much more wacky.
Yeah, that would have just been silly
Dude,
if
I'm
you
just gonna
didn't
I'm gonna
have
get
them the whole
veneers that are
time.
just like that. Just fucking big
yeah.
buck veneers,
Right?
But it would have been silly if it wasn't like, because then you'd notice. You would be able to notice when he talked if they weren't
Unless
there.
they were going to do it in a way that made it funny. Like, oh, now I don't have the teeth or something. Who knows what they were going to do. But you're right. It would have been stupid. Chuck Russell revealed that a lot of money was saved on special effects after Jim Carrey was cast. Carrey's body movements were so flexible and cartoonish, they didn't see the need to enhance them digitally.
He is very lanky.
much.
So he can
He has
kind of
control
Oh, it's wild.
of his muscles, his facial expressions, like no other.
Well, that's why he was so good for the Grinch. Like yes, they did put the stuff on his face, but the way he moved and the way that he made his face and stuff,
And living
so good.
like when he did his like
Grinch.
Clint Eastwood impressions, or
Fireman
his-
Bill.
Yeah, his shit's great. It contorts his face.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
It's, like I said, every part of this movie to me just makes me laugh. And it is Jim Carrey. Like, when I think of, I'll get to what I said later. Never mind. Fuck it. The producers hated the Cuban Pete musical number and wanted it gone. They insisted that it was too long, not funny, and dragged. But test audience loved it so much that they kept it in. Do it, Wally.
Look at them following with the guns.
Oh, let's get it.
Chick chicky boom, chicky boom. It's the shirt for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the female cop part.
Why does she look like Rachel Weisz?
I was about to say the same thing. She did for a minute.
Havana. Is this a real song? Like before this movie?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
I feel like it is, but I have no idea.
I need a Spotify fucking playlist.
It's
of
got to
this
be
disc.
on there.
I just need, like I said, a playlist. I'm going to be jamming to Cuban Pete, driving everywhere from now on.
I need a Cuban. Is it Cuban beat
Cuban
or
Pete.
Cuban Pete?
They call me Cuban
Well,
Pete.
Cuban Pete is the
He
name
needs
of
a
the
Cuban
song.
beat too, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to chicka boom, chicka boom. I love it. Jim Carrey was paid 400.
It is a song.
It is. Okay. By who? Who does it?
You
It better be Cuban Pete.
Man.
A song performed
I got to stop.
You're just doing it without even knowing.
Who does
by
it?
Mantovani and his Typica Orchestra in the 30s,
Oh,
Are
yeah.
they?
And-
Are they Mexican?
and Louis Armstrong
Oh, they're getting out of here.
in
You
the
gotta
30s.
think of his
popularized by
things.
Desi Arnaz.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
everything he draws from are
40s.
from things.
Sure. Deported.
Cuban Pete,
Cuban Pete, he's gone.
he's gone.
We got the best people on it.
Tried to fly him to Cuba.
Popularized by
They
so
brought
it
him
was-
back.
They brought him back because they wouldn't take him, but it's fine. I'm terrified.
We're
Seems
going
like
again.
Desi is who made it popular, but it was around in the 30s. But
We're
that's
rounding
the
them all back
40s, though. That was the
Yeah, yeah,
40s
yeah.
still, even with Desi. So
We got round 2 coming. They're going to go back, and they're going to send him back. It's fine.
My personal president jet you may have. I didn't mean to act up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jim Carrey was paid $450,000 for his work in the film. A huge bargain for
How
New
much was
Line
he-
Cinema. $450,000.
not even
Oh,
half a mil.
what?
Not
Okay,
even half
keep going.
a mil.
Sorry.
A huge bargain for New Line Cinema because the deal was signed before Ace Ventura: Pet Detective became a surprise hit and made The Mask a hot property for the summer of 1994 release schedule. Carrey then inked the deal for $7 million before this film opened to star in Dumb and Dumber.
What do you mean inked the deal?
Like
i.e.,
made a contract.
he made a contract to star in Dumb and Dumber after Ace Ventura was a huge hit working on this movie. The next movie, he was like, yo,
Okay.
So
$7
which
million.
was
So they made
before
bank
this
off
came
this
out.
fucking movie.
oh, yeah.
Before this came, yeah.
I mean, they made it for 23.
So his salary in
350.
what we talked about for the budget, his salary didn't even
Dude, I've
affect
heard-
that.
I've heard a bunch
really.
of weird things. We do Lord of the Rings in the house. It's a big thing because of Sarah and I. What is the Legolas? What's the actor's name?
Legolas. Fucking
Married to Katy or like dating Katy Perry. What's his name? Tara.
Oh, Orlando Bloom.
Thank you.
Orlando Bloom.
Sorry, I don't
He's
know Lord of the
Bloom,
Rings,
they
so I didn't know who you're talking
under
about.
like $20,000.
Some people take roles because they
For-
want them,
yeah,
right?
it's crazy.
What's his face in?
But there were so many of them, so maybe the first one, but then after that,
I
'Cause
think it
he's
was
in the other ones,
I
isn't
think
he?
it might
Yeah.
have been the series. I know it was at least the Two Towers. That's the one that he was getting interviewed for. Whether it was the other movies or not, it's crazy. But it's still a sequel, right? You're
Yeah, yeah,
still.
yeah.
He probably signed
was
a
he
contract.
in Fellowship of the Rings? Was he?
He's
in,
in
the
all
first one?
three.
so you're
He's
saying
in
maybe
all
he,
three.
maybe
He is part
maybe
of the
he signed
Fellowship. He's in
maybe
all
they
three.
got
He
them
is the
locked down.
Fellowship.
Yeah.
That would have been fucked up if the creators of the movie got them locked in for a franchise amount and they couldn't renegotiate. 'Cause
I'm pretty
that's
sure
fucked.
that's what happened.
That's fucked.
At least
For
with
such
him,
a huge
I'm sure other people got
movie
different deals.
slash franchise.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
man.
Well, it was the original
Well, he did-
role.
then he did
for,
Pirates, so.
What's his face? That was
Pirates.
given to Ego or
Egon. What?
Egon, whatever.
Spangler.
No, it was originally cast for the Gladiator guy.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. And
Russell
then he was
Crowe's-
like, I don't understand this.
Yeah,
And then
gave it up.
Yeah. Viggo
It's
Mortensen
crazy, yeah.
took it over for like barely anything. Yeah.
You know, it's a
and then
movie
Jim
that he
Carrey.
did that's really slept on.
Master and
Which one?
Commander.
No, the horse one that he did, where he has to ride a horse across a desert. It's a Mustang. He does the Arabic. I'll figure it out. You guys.
The
keep going.
Arabic.
No, there's a horse race in. I think it's Arabia. where-
Seabiscuit.
Arabian Nights.
I know that movie. Is it Aladdin?
Arabian Nights.
Anyways, what I was going to say is Jonah
What's
Hill.
his name again? Was it real quick?
Russell Crowe.
No.
No, he's talking
Viggo
about
Mortensen.
Vic-
Oh,
yeah.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about. I don't remember the name, but you're right.
What the?
Horse race. Fucking.
What did you just look up?
Hildago. That's why I looked it up,
Hildago.
Terrence.
Yeah.
Very different.
That's got 2.6 million views 10
This
years
is
ago.
great.
It's just the final horse
It's
race.
just him racing a fucking
Yeah.
fucking
It's
Mustang.
basically Iron Eagle, but with horses.
yeah. 100%.
You ever seen Iron Eagle? I've seen Iron Eagle. I've never seen the first Top Gun. What?
Go watch this. You'll love this movie.
I've seen Hidalgo.
Oh, there's
Okay,
horses
then,
that
well,
die.
yeah.
You might not like this.
Oh,
I know. But also, I
No
mean,
dogs die.
The
You're good.
horse is the real winner of that. Like he's
Yeah,
the
well,
one who has to
obviously.
do the stamina. So
I mean, you're on the back of the horse, though. Like, you gotta, come on.
yeah, but you're not doing.
What are
the
you
work.
doing again, Steve? Hey, let's get that on camera.
You're not
Run the clip back.
You're
They
not.
call me Cuban
You're
Pete.
not exhausting yourself at the same pace that horse is.
You don't know how horses work.
Yes, I do.
Do you though?
Yeah.
I dated an equestrian lady for a while. It's hard work. I also got bit by a horse in the chest before.
Yeah,
You
like
Did I ever
bruised?
tell you that
Bite
story?
bruise?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
horrible.
those are-
he,
yeah.
he bit me and pulled me.
Yeah, those are tough.
Skin and tit and pulled.
fucking Ed just.
I punched him. I punched the shit out of him.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah.
Get out of your
horse.
Oh, yeah, his name was Clint, too.
Horse
after
is a
Clint
horse,
Eastwood.
of course, of
Yeah.
course, unless, of
Yeah,
course.
fucking
the
horse got
big
decked.
horse.
Did you literally go, fuck off, Clint?
Well, I was told like the horse bites dudes. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So
How does
I
he
go
know
to-
I'm a dude
I,
first?
I,
off?
I, I go to put the
famous
feed or the hay down, and then he
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
nips my tit, and I punched him.
A famous Mr. Red.
He fucking
I love animals.
nips my tit. I like that. Final decisions out of 10. What would we rate this? Is it a must watch, a recommend, or a skip? Who wants to take it first?
I'll go first if you want.
Okay, Walter.
I'm gonna give this a 7-8.
7.8.
I think this is a must watch. Why are you slapping
Every
your
time,
hand?
because it's just.
It's what everybody else
Just-
rates stuff. I'm gonna give it a
just-
7-8. Top tier 90s funny film.
Yeah.
It's hard for me not to watch this when it does come on. It's funny. And I can quote the shit out of this movie. I don't love it as much as I would say Steve does, but I do enjoy the shit out of this movie. It's a good watch.
It's a good watch.
I'd watch it with my boy.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he'd be like, what's that? What's
Dad.
that thing out of his pocket there that's
You
not
watch
a
some
balloon?
weird shit, Dad.
Yeah.
That's probably
And they call me Cuban Pete.
They call me tater salad.
Tara, what do you got?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
7.
I
Leonard Washington.
I do think it's a must watch. I think if you haven't seen The Mask, I think that's crazy, and I think you should watch it immediately because I do think it's one of those ones where like, come on, like
This is a
why?
movie where it would come on.
Like no, I think it's a movie
Excuse
where
me?
like if you haven't seen it, come on, like what do you?
Come on.
Where have you been?
Eileen?
What are you doing?
Are you on Eileen or around?
Tara's like, I want you guys to give me fucking 1 second where we could talk. without you.
All right, we're silent. We're silent. Go.
I'm done.
Come on, Eileen.
She's done. On Eileen.
7
7.8.
must watch
7.
from Tara.
7. Must watch.
Come on.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think if you must watch in that if you haven't seen this movie,
Under a rock.
where the fuck you been? Like
Not born in the 90s.
and also
Where the fuck you been?
especially if you've seen Jim Carrey's other movies. Like
True,
this needs to
very
be one you see.
Well, that's the
Yes.
thing. Like, there's a lot of newer people to Jim Carrey because of the Sonic movies, right?
Mm.
Like, my brother's kids love Sonic, but they've never seen any other Jim Carrey movie, which I think is a failure of my brother as a father. But we won't talk
I mean,
about
I guess to some extent depends on their age. 'Cause
Yes.
even though he is really funny, a lot of his movies are not kid appropriate.
Cable guy.
which is not appropriate for kids. When you
Definitely not.
Ace
About me,
Ventura
myself, and
2.
Irene.
That's a big one.
That's
He's
definitely
fucking
not
sitting in the car
appropriate.
and the boner just goes.
That's definitely not appropriate.
Hilarious.
Liar, liar,
when he
maybe.
pisses, and he goes to piss, and it just like shoots to the left, and
Mama.
he's using the.
the picture.
Is this your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
Okay, so that's where I was going to get to here. So let me do my thing. Okay, really. When I think of Jim Carrey, this is the movie that comes to my mind first. The wacky, over-the-top, cartoonish comedy is what Jim Carrey shines with most. This movie is the ultimate Carrey acting performance, and if you want peak Jim, this is what it is. And
Peak Jim.
oh boy, is it smoking. 8 out of 10, must watch. It doesn't matter if you like Jim Carrey. If you like comedy movies, this is where it needs to be. You need to start here. In reality, maybe not start here. Do Ace Ventura, Mask, do Dumb and Dumber, then do fucking Ace Ventura 2.
You should be
then
posting
go
your
fucking
things
whatever.
on review sites.
God, he just has so many movies.
Well,
You
so
just-
I actually started doing that. So if
Good.
you want to bring up our website and go to a review, I'm putting Steve's take on each of them, which is a thing. Just because I actually write mine down and I'm not going down and fucking listening to you guys and writing down what you say. No offense.
What am
Unless you wanna write it
I doing?
Sorry, go to go down there a little bit. Hey, that's our website. Look at that. Keep going down. Keep going down. Click on Smoking Aces. So then if you go down a little bit, keep going down, keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. Oh wait, did I not do it for Smoking? I guess I didn't do it for Smoking Aces. Go back. Shit. Fuck. I thought I did it.
Exposing yourself.
No, go back. Go down one more. Go down one more. Go to Best in Show. And then go down. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, right there. Steve's take. 7 out of 10, whatever.
You put a picture of your face?
Yeah, what's up?
Of your face? You put a picture of your face?
I did. I would do
Is
it
there
for
something
everybody,
else you want him to put?
Yeah, what would
I just figure you could just put it. You don't have to put your face
No,
there.
it's
gotta be-
just the
it's
way
gotta
that
be
you said it. It was just the
personal.
way you said it. You put a picture of your face?
your face.
Why your face?
Steve, 7-8.
No, I'm giving this an 8.
Yeah, sure. I'm in.
Man, well,
Let's go.
well, the thing is, like with me, we've talked about this before. It's hard for me, and you've talked about this too. Of like, where does a comedy sit? Is there a 10 out of 10 comedy?
Yes.
Tropic Thunder's up there, right? But it's not. It's not a 10 out of 10. We just recently did a re-review. If you want to go back, that's in our top. And if you want to look at our top, go to our score reviews there. We just, or I just did. I went and refreshed that. There's our top 10 movies of all time right now, Tara, if you want to look. We got Jurassic Park at the top at 9.6. Tropic Thunder with a re-review, episode 173, 9.1. That's a high mark for a comedy movie. Hereditary, Oppenheimer. Look at that, Tara. Almost Famous up there at an 8.8.
Forgetting Sarah
Wayne's
Marshall.
World, Interstellar, Forgetting Sarah Marshall up there. That's a new one to the list. Die Hard, which Tara's never seen in her life. She's going to. And Happy Gilmore. So yeah, look at that. You can see that. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll see all of our scores for 200 plus movie reviews that we got. That's a lot of work when I get bored. It's a thing.
So this is
While he's working.
your Jim Carrey movie then.
I wouldn't say this is my top tier. If you
Top 3 Jim Carrey movies.
Ace Ventura 2, The Mask, Liar Liar.
In that order?
In that
Or
order.
okay.
In that order. And then it's hard because like Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind is such a good movie,
But
of his,
not like a
but it's
Oh,
not
what
a
a fucking
comedy.
cult
Yeah,
movie.
but like
yeah,
not
but
a
it's
Jim Carrey.
it's not a Jim Carrey-esque movie, so like I can't put that in the same list, but I want to.
If I'm gonna go dramatic Carrey, it's got to be Truman Show in front of
Yeah,
Spotless Mind. I know
agreed.
it's entirely
Agreed.
different.
Yes, but at the same time, I feel like his performance in Eternal Sunshine is better. But the Truman
It's
Show is a
the
better
furthest
movie.
away from Jim Carrey as you can get.
No, the number 23 is the furthest away. from Jim Carrey.
number 23 is the
well,
first one.
well, yeah, you guys are right.
But also good.
I was
People
just
hate
I
it.
pulled
I
him
like
up
Top Secrets.
because if I asked you guys, I wanted to be able to have an answer for the question. So I looked up.
What's your
I'm looking and
Top
there
three,
were
what do you got?
there are some of these that I feel like
Bruce
I didn't
Bruce
immediately.
Almighty? People
Bruce
don't think
Almighty's
about? Yeah.
amazing.
That is a fucking tall order.
When he's doing, I mean, Steve Carell too was amazing.
Right.
And Steve Carell was amazing in the second
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
But like, yeah, when he's doing that and he's like hiding and he's doing the blah, 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 so
great.
freaking funny.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
but also, Yes Man
Yes Man is great.
is great.
You want a Red Bull? You go to Red Bull? Let's get a Red Bull. Let's get a Red Bull.
And honestly,
that
but
one, too.
also, even though it's seasonal, The Grinch is fucking
The what?
The Grinch.
The
The Grinch
Grinch.
is so good.
It's good. He
That's
does a
so
really good.
good.
Job. He completely changed the role.
Liar Liar is definitely in my top 3 for sure.
Is the pen red
Did he
or
do
blue?
the Harry Carey? What was the
Goddamn pin is blue.
I'm trying to think of all the dramas he did.
Fun
Like all
with
the
Dick and Jane
non-comedy.
with
Jane is
Tia
good.
Leone
Yeah,
is
that's a good movie that
good-
not a lot of
good.
people talk about. He's been in a lot of good movies. It's just whatever. There's one movie though I will never watch again, and it's with Ewan McGregor, and they're. I'm not saying it's because they're gay guys that I'm not going to watch it, but they go for it.
Good
Okay.
for them.
Are you talking about I Love You, Philip Morris?
Yes, when I
That
say
was
they go
I was
for it.
literally about to bring that movie up. So it's funny that that's the one you pinpointed. I was going to ask if you'd seen it before because I had never heard of it
Yeah.
until literally 2024.
Did you watch it?
I did.
I'm gonna be.
They
I'm,
go for it.
I'm gonna be.
They do.
I'm gonna be.
But I liked
controversial
it.
For a little bit.
Okay, do it. It was a good. Yeah, it was a bit. Go.
If I could.
If ifs and nuts were candy and nuts.
So your stereotypical, not even just a romance,
Sure.
not a rom com,
Okay.
a romance, right? I don't think I could watch a gay dude romance or a female romance that's serious. If I,
Are you like laughing at it?
no,
No,
it's
you're
just
just
a
like,
serious,
it's
just a
not for me.
love
It's just not
story.
for
It's
me,
a
is
beautiful
what you're
love
saying.
So
story.
he's
I don't
saying
think I
not a
could-
rom com, but like a serious
I don't think I
romance.
Okay.
could watch it.
So if there was a lesbian
Maybe even
rom com,
any whatever you're into, straight, gay, I can't watch it. But if it was like a bro romance
Like a
love story,
bromance.
like a Love You
what
Man?
felt real, like two dudes are just like, fuck it.
what if it was like
So not like
they're
in
best
love,
friends,
but
they
they're
don't
best buds.
But it's a different form of love.
Do you think
Touche.
it's just because you can't
Connect
relate?
physically.
Yeah, you can't like relate to them, relate to it that story because you can't like.
If we're breaking down my inner mode, I don't think I
innards.
can. I don't think I can relate to it.
Because I feel like there hasn't been
But I also just don't do romance.
There
So it's like
hasn't-
a combination.
I mean,
of things.
that's fair. That's different. But I feel like there hasn't been a movie or TV show where, like, you know, it regardless of what type of couple it is, I still feel like
like Brokeback.
I've
Too serious.
I have felt the same.
Are they breaking the backs?
Yeah, there's a weird name for that.
But I feel
Right.
like I feel the opposite. I feel like if it's a love story,
Let me feel that back, bro.
regardless of who they are, I still have felt like the same strength of emotion.
Sure.
Watching the stories.
Sure.
I get what you're saying. So
What was that one that came out?
Look, I
that's
just can't do
got
two dudes
the,
space docking. It's not my thing.
Not every dude. can
What's the
space
dude
dock.
that plays Sheldon?
Yeah.
Jim Parsons.
Big Bang.
Yeah.
That movie that came out with him a couple years ago that was about him and a guy that he met it was more of a love story, and I really liked that movie, and I felt like all the things you're supposed to feel watching it,
Right.
even though it's
What
not.
movie was it?
I can't remember the name of it now.
Well, while you're looking that up, Wally, it's your pick next week.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, what do you got? You got something off the top of the head, or you want?
Give me 30 seconds.
30 seconds. So Tara's gonna. What we're doing this. Hey, if you're listening still or watching still, you could subscribe to us, and maybe I'll put it right below there. Also, you can find us on our social medias at The Decision Reel, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, YouTube, because if you're watching it, you're here. But if you're listening, please go like, subscribe, do what you got to do. You can also go to our website, www.thedecisionreel.com, find our merch tab there. Look at our store. We got some cool cups, stickers, hats, shirts, Spanx, thongs, whatever you want with the TDR logo on it. I got a hat here. Look at that. You wear it every week just because. You can find that and support us. Tara?
It's called Spoiler Alert.
Spoiler alert. Never heard of it.
It's a good movie. It's a serious movie, but it's a good movie. He
Never heard of it.
This is not I'm not giving you a spoiler when I say this because it's part of the synopsis. But he finally meets someone he connects to, and cancer's involved.
Oh, so it's like
shit.
that whatever where they're all dying already movie.
No, that's not what I'm gonna say. But there's cancer involved, and there's love involved, and it's
Oh,
but it's he plays someone who doesn't easily connect with another person.
Sure.
Like he doesn't find love easily, and so
We found love in something.
All right,
else.
I got two.
All right.
I like doing this with you guys. All right, so
you like making us vote.
yeah. So completely opposite movies. Kung Pao Enter the Fist
Oh God.
or Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men.
Those are
fuck. Those
very
are very,
different.
very different. If we want to laugh and have a good time, obviously Kung Pao is going to be great. And Tara's never seen Kung Pao. And I feel like,
How do you know that?
because we talked about it before on this,
Yeah.
we showed you the trailer and you're like, this looks dumb.
Yeah,
I
super
feel
excited.
like you would turn that off. If you turned
I've
off
only-
Brother Grimsby.
I've only seen
They do the Matrix thing with a cow shooting milk out of its udders. It's great.
The baby scene in the very beginning.
I've only seen No Country for Old Men once.
that
And it-
movie,
and
give
I,
it.
and I think it was the year it came out.
Mm.
That movie is just too much.
It's a lot. I do remember it being a lot. It's long too, isn't it? Lengthy.
Yeah, well, I think it's 2 hours.
But it was an award or nominated
Yeah.
at least,
Oh, yeah.
if not winning. I remember it being a big deal.
Let's do No Country for Old Men. I mean, we
I-
haven't done a movie that's like serious in a while.
If you get a chance, watch Brolin's docuseries thing that he does, and then watch the movie. It's really good. He did he filmed illegally on the set.
Good old Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
There's also a good Val, the documentary of Val Kilmer. He did a bunch of filming behind the scenes of his life, and he was doing it illegally as well. Super sad documentary though, because
Yeah,
of
the
how
whole
he is.
thing is
But a great documentary if you
Yeah.
want to watch something about Val Kilmer.
It's just funny because Liar Liar and Eternal Sunshine are right there.
Yeah, because we did them back to back because of that.
But it's just funny that we were just talking about his
Yeah.
movies,
What
and
the other movie
you
I was-
happened to stop the list.
The
when you
other
were
movie
scrolling.
I was trying to think of, Steve, the third one, your brain finishes my stuff.
Third one options for you, or
He
Jim
goes through the
Carrey?
hallway with a hammer. What is the fucking name of that movie?
Oh, Old Boy.
Old Boy. That was my other one.
But
And
the remake
no,
or
no,
the
no,
original?
the original.
Yeah,
original.
we better.
Original.
We be
Original's
reading.
Japanese?
Yeah, we
Chinese?
be reading subs.
Yeah.
You don't do subs, so you haven't watched Squid Game. or
It's a
anything, have you?
it's
You
a
should watch Squid
mind
Game.
fuck of a movie.
It's a great movie though. Great. If you want a movie that's gonna scar
That's
you,
another Brolin one.
I
The
don't
remake's
need
a
that.
Brolin
I
one.
don't
Yeah, it
need
is,
that.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
So what do you want to do, Old Man?
You pick. You
Grown?
guys. Those are the.
Is it 3?
Yeah, pick from those 3.
Oh
You,
fuck!
you
I'm
two
doing.
pick from the
I'm doing Old Boy, because that movie's.
Do I have to read subtitles?
That's a reviewy movie.
You
People.
do.
People.
Then
would
no.
really,
But it's good.
The whole movie?
It's in Japanese. So
No,
you'd have to,
I don't want that.
I mean, you could do it where you're watching.
Do you
want
want to just do the Brolin one for her? I know it's not as good, but she'd probably digest it a little bit better.
Old
but
Country
people-
for No Man. We can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Which is still Brolin.
Yes.
So-
Well. So
Right.
Old Boy was remade in an American version with,
With
Josh
Brolin.
Brolin.
Yeah.
So that's fine. We'll do no Old Country.
Whose
Wait,
turn
what
is
Old
next
Country?
after that, Josh?
Country for Old Men.
It'd be Josh, right?
It would be Josh and then
me.
Tara and then whatever. So yeah. Anyways, cool. We're at the end. Thanks for being here. The Mask. Great movie. Great
Great
movie.
record.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Later.
Bye.